Baby, bye.
But you can also tell what what you do.
Yeah, go back to it, Wade. Let's see your profession.
I'm an educator. I teach at 2 HBCUs here in the state, and I'm also a juvenile probation officer.
See, we need to hear that. You got a reason to be here.
I'm a family member.
Go ahead.
I have two federal jobs, one with the United States Army National Guard, and the other I work at the VA hospital. Pleased to be here.
Yes, we're glad to have you. Thank you for coming back, Wade.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we got Mr. Victor. You know, he's gonna be around. He's gonna be walking around, do what he do. Good old sponsor, D&D Live. We appreciate all your efforts.
Anything for you, honey?
That's right.
Anything is 9,000.
Chris the intern in the building, come back every Friday.
Faithfully.
Faithful.
One of the first ones to get broke off when the bag get here.
Yeah,
right there.
We're gonna look out for you. That's right. Alright, so Mr. Victor, I need you to do your wonderful introduction.
Hold on, we got one more coming in. Right, show enough. You and Danny on the mic together, Lavelle.
Hey, C4.
Hey.
C4 in the building.
C4 in the building. No
C4.
KBD&D Live without Lavelle.
C4 and double cup.
We here.
Oh,
And we missed him last week. He was on drill.
protecting and serving, man.
Protecting and serving. You know, he is still that man. Alright, so Mr. Victor, come on with it.
He can get us some. Oh, no, this one ain't working.
Oh, wow. Function in the junction.
Your beauty makes me nervous,
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We have a special person in the building tonight. With me being a business major, this person holds a special place in my heart. They're working in the community trying to educate our youth from the age of 18 going into the school, teaching financial literacy, the importance of banking, saving, and investing, and trying to grow generational wealth for yourself and for those around you. She is the co-founder of a real estate firm, Divine Housing and Property Management, and she is also a real estate agent. She has financial education services for the youth. She is hardworking. She is a stand-up lady and a pillar in the community. I present to some and introduce to others, Ms. Renee Kendall.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for welcoming me so warmly here tonight. I'm excited to be here.
Alright, welcome to D&D Live. Everybody give Miss Renee Kendall a welcome. And Miss Danielle Daniels. They are a team. They do work together. Alright, so we're going to go on back to last week's question. Just so we can get a briefing of, how everybody felt about that. The question was, now that school is over, how have our youth transitioned from carrying book bags to carrying assault rifles? Have we turned a blind eye to the future? Now, Lavelle, I know that's probably weighing on you because you deal with the youth. That's what you do. You mentor to those guys, that age group that we're talking about. And I just want to hear, your thoughts on it.
I think really, we say it time and time again, it starts in the home. You got to be involved in your kids' life. My daughter, she's sitting back there now. She know I take that cell phone. I be posting on her IG.
Hey, little mama.
She's taking selfies on her IG and everything. Let her parents, let her friends and everybody know that she got an involved father. Also, you got to get your kids doing certain things, man. Get them involved in activities. When they idle and they have nothing to look to except musicians and entertainment industry. They out there entertaining. They're going to say things with shock value. Kids don't understand that when they're younger, so they get caught up in it and they kind of lose themselves in it. It's up to the parents to keep the kids grounded.
All right, that's what's up. That's real talk right there. Everybody had their own feelings and passion towards it. Our name, she represents the youth, so she spoke like as if it was her. She said that they feel caged in. They feel like there's no outlet. They don't have no other source. So sometimes that's what you do. When you feel caged in, you got to get out the best way you can. And that's no excuse for the behavior. Our youth is killing each other. Little girls and boys. They dying.
The girls worse than the boys.
15. Like now, if you make it to 20, you didn't live. That's sad. Come on, Bianca.
I agree. It starts at the home. And The parents have to be involved. Parents have to know what their children are doing. Many times we allow, as you said, social media and those types of outlets.
Social media is raising our kids.
Yes, yes.
That's
yes.
the parent.
And being an educator, I can say this year alone, probably about 80% of our discipline issues started outside the school on social media. And this is in elementary school. So, you know, we had kids threatening each other, doing things like that.
Wow.
We have got to know what our kids are doing. And my child, lock. I got to do our random checks.
That's right.
She has filters on everything that she does.
That's right.
And she knows when I say give it to me, I need to look at it. Yeah.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go get it and then wait 30 seconds. Now, I'm walking
Right.
with you.
Right, right.
Yeah. Come on, Danny. We didn't have you on last week, and I was just so lost without you. But I
I'm
want to hear your
here.
thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. What are we doing this summer? You know, that's an interesting topic because I just so happen to be able to be at home all summer with my children right now. And everybody that has been listening knows that I hated my job. It was so stressful, but of course I appreciated being employed. But I worked it out to where I'm at home. And that was the number one thing is what do we do with our kids when we're at home all summer long to keep their brains fresh, to keep them motivated, to keep them active and not just sitting, getting fed, sitting watching TV and things like that. And so what I looked into and what I would encourage our listeners to look into, and this is, and I, you know, I echo what my panelist said about being active in.
We lost you, Danny. And she's all the way in Southern California, if you didn't know. Okay, we're going to get back. I think I done lost her. Okay, well, we're going to go on a quick break. We're going to come back with the question of the week. And we'll hear from our new guest, Renee. And we'll go from there. D&D Live, baby, the voice of the people, 99.9 The Plug.
All right. I need everyone. You hot. I need everybody, if you can, to go to the D&D Live Facebook page.
Yeah,
Click share. Go find the live feed and click share. But and if you can, click right to post and tag some people.
You got my mic on?
Let them know where we at. Reach out.
Already done.
I saw you wave, Martin. You and Lavelle Sunsos, and you know y'all just.
Little mama, you hungry? You got food back there?
Come on, I'll take it.
Yeah.
You
sipping today, baby?
Yeah, you ain't want to eat?
No, because I think we're going to
Y'all, I got to
see
fix my mic. I'll call you back. I mean, I
See if it's really good. So
You got a what?
I got to go see Tupac movie when you leave here.
I forgot you from the other side.
I got to see if it's going to
Where that thing going down?
I heard it mixed too. My boy 50 said it's trash, so.
50?
That's 50.
Gonna get his opinion?
That's 50.
Absolutely.
They trash.
Okay.
Either way, it'll be
Talking about a real.
He's saying it was trash because he expected it to be more because you talking about a legend, somebody like Tupac, and they didn't do it justice.
Well, yeah, I understand that.
I'm gonna have to go see for
But 50
myself.
Cent,
I mean, come on, he got to hit show of power, you know what I'm saying? He's doing this thing.
you know, I can't stand
Oh,
him
I'm gonna have to go.
on
There you go.
Huh?
power. I can't stand him on power.
Oh, yeah. He got to be the bad guy. If he wasn't the bad
He's
guy.
horrible, ain't he?
Look, y'all showed the other night. I also took it on him.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Run.
You said what?
I saw Ronnie pulling up. I think.
Okay, look, y'all, get my hair braid.
I'm losing game.
Coming out there to the kickball tournament.
all
But how
right.
I'm coming.
Just have me some oxygen out there. But I'm
All
coming.
right.
But I'm coming. When is it? July
July
26th. I'm having some oxygen. I'm coming. At what time?
It starts at probably about 10 or 11.
In the prime of the heat.
Oh, God! Yeah, do it in them too early. You know,
Take me down, Lord. Take me down.
And nighttime, you know.
Oh, Lord.
How much time?
How I thought about was mosquitoes.
Welcome to Alabama. Y'all want chose to live down here, pull me down here.
They got 2 songs and 3 spots.
Barren wasteland. Too hot.
I'm gonna need some oxygen. Now they're trying to run out. They feel the heat.
Thought about you, Nicole. I wish I could figure out the code to my tab. That's not funny though. She can use your son. Slaughtered me.
I'm trying to get an iPad to donate to these children.
Lord, I'm trying to
Hey, you want me to bless the church?
I do something. I'm gonna find somebody.
He probably can get one for our love.
Well, the iPad. Oh, baby, the way he said.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If he said
I'm
water
sure.
to a well. I believe it.
Check the feed, hotspot. Everybody, this is Run the Right.
Wait a minute, why you ain't come here? Come on, damn. Glasses all on.
You know, I think you was gonna be looking sexy.
Come on in. Don't get it. We got company tonight. All right.
What are you?
We got company like she knew. She knew. Gonna come in and say, hey, Ryan. Hey, Ryan.
Sorry, I literally just left Alice's house. I think Lord lives in that station.
This is Miss Renee. She runs a financial.
That why it took me 3 minutes.
I'm here.
No, Ron.
I'm sorry, y'all.
If you want to be able to comment, there's a mic back for the peanut gallery. Okay.
You know, Ryan cool. You be chill.
$16 shade.
And if you're running for any office, do not watch your mouth because the live feed don't stop. We still live. Don't say nothing incriminating. You know they took Bill Cosby to court today. Don't be acting.
Any verdict came back on that?
Not yet, but they asked me for my file. They said when he came on D&D Live. I'm just saying.
We gotta talk about the officers for the Philando Castile that got off.
His wife works with me to be.
Yeah, y'all need to get him in this month. Andrew White. Like, y'all know the guy that Bill Cosby is like holding his arm, going to court. That's Andrew. He be working.
What's that?
I text him today. I can text him when he's in court.
Andrew, his public relations guy.
Andrew White.
Yeah, that's the guy that let us do the graduation for Miles. We've been, when he gets back to New York, he said he was gonna come down and see us.
How many more minutes?
4 more minutes.
Wow.
Kiwi, you remember the guy that we called that night when you was out there streaming? When we was down at the graduation, you was trying to, and they was messing with you. That's Andrew Hyatt, the guy he talking about. That's Andrew Hyatt, the guy he talking about. That's with Bill Cosby.
Orlando Spears. That's for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I was before too because I knew it was today.
He killed that man.
We have a studio full. Chris, tell the camera how long we got till we go live.
I ain't saying him.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Let me tell you something. He drugged them women. He did that. He did.
We got a freezer full of pudding pops.
I ain't on everything.
You got a wide. I'm just saying, man. You don't have to jello pudding, man. He went around talking about, hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, you heard that stuff? When you walked out the court, he said that. I was like, that's crazy.
He did.
Yeah, like he walked out, like, it was just like the most random thing ever.
Hey, hey, hey.
Bad hell.
Like, randomly.
If
Like,
he was sitting down somewhere,
He just want to let y'all know, man.
then he
You
gives
better recognize it's Bill, man. He's out of Bill colleges and universities. Little pudding pop giveaway ain't bad.
You said what? For Bill Cosby. I ain't saying Bill.
And the judge keeps sitting and telling them that.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be over with it, man. We just ain't over with it.
So all the women did line. Same line.
I ain't gonna
You can
say
kill
lie.
black people, you
I'm
can
talking
rape
about
women, and
60
it's okay.
everybody was
That's
happy.
awful.
It's horrible.
We got we should be down to 2 minutes right now.
Why they waited till now, though?
I guess that's my whole thing. Y'all wait so long.
You about to buy it? What was it, NBC? And now all that come out now?
Well, the technically,
No, let me tell y'all whatever.
It would have been an issue until he denied it. That's
Big
why
Rex
everybody
said
telling you to shut up. Right, because statute of limitation was gone, but then when you refuted it, then that opened the door for them to.
Why would they recharge?
That's why everybody telling him to shut up and say they don't say
They're
it.
not telling us that's a lot of
They won't let, they said they
taxpayers'
won't
money
let all.
down the drain. They were trying to trial.
You talking about the Koch brothers and
No,
the
they say,
Franken?
they say Bill Cosby
They already
said
raised
it was
taxes.
My thing is, yeah, no, Bill Cosby and his wife sits on a whole bunch of land that is called, that they're trying to run that Keystone pipeline through, and they spoke up about it. So the Koch brothers, which y'all know the name about Koch brothers, KOCH, got much more money than God. And when he came up and wrote that Love and all that stuff, they just like opened a can of worms. It all started with the black comedian, and then it just snowstormed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he spoke
What
up.
black comedian?
His name,
I got the guy's name.
I want to say Bernard.
He was always a known fact. That's what Bill Cosby did. But they just kind of amplified it.
Because he won't say
Oh,
nothing.
won't say a word. Baby, we be talking to Chris, won't say a word. I have to stay on top of Chris on that time. Baby, I be saying the wrong things on the air.
Well, yeah, I think I'm doing a lot of things. I hope everybody's good.
You ain't saying that never miss you again.
I just said
We
Koch
should be
brothers,
down to
all
30
that kind of
seconds,
stuff.
right?
They got money.
30 seconds, guys.
I was just playing Koch brothers. You know, I love y'all, man.
All right, 15 seconds.
Okay, we are back. Had to run to a quick commercial break. I was caught off guard. It happens to the best of us. So let's take it on back with the question of the week. Mr. Lavelle, seek for opinion. Go ahead and say it.
Summer is here. What activities and or opportunities are we providing for the youth? We know our youth got to this level. How can we prevent our youth from making devastating life decisions?
All right, so Shantae Renee, let's hear from you.
We can help them by being an example. More than what we know is that children watch us a whole lot. And children take heed to what we do. So first of all, we have to be example. We have to lead by example in order for the children to follow us and to be example for them.
So like, what would you suggest? You know, it's summertime, the kids hot, bothered.
Number one, we need to plan activities for them. We knew last year when they started school that they was going to be out for the summer, so they should have been thinking last year or, you know, different stuff or what school. They should have had something already planned and something already set up that they can do to have in place for their children. Especially if they're not of age to be able to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the way that the children act these days look like 14 and 15-year-old need counts too.
They do.
So,
If they ain't doing nothing that's going to further educate them,
Right.
like do some type of trade, they need to be in camp too. They need to be watched too.
yeah, they need to be watched too, or they need to get a job. I think there need to be more job programs for them at that age to kind of help them.
They should be waiting for them.
Yeah, so that way they can kind of be out of trouble a little bit. Yeah, I'm struggling with this
You
mic
can
today.
Okay. Okay. Come on, Miss Renee Kendall, financial education and youth financial literacy advocate.
Well, thank you guys again for having me. I guess my position, I've been hearing a lot about change, and it prompted me to start looking into exactly what that meant. Change is basically, it uses external influences to modify action. So we all have, have parents. We just say we're out with our friends and, we're in our element and your mom or father comes around, you will change at that moment because there's something externally that is influencing that. What we need to do is try to transform. Okay. The transformation is going to basically modify your beliefs. So these things are natural. A change is something that you can revert from at any moment. So the transformation is what needs to happen at this point. We have to be dedicated and committing to transforming mindsets. I mean, we've got to have a different outlook on our lives, our financial situations. We need to value each other. So I think at the point that we are now, we're beyond the point of change. We need to be transformed. Okay. So, I mean, basically, I'm a realtor. I'm out in the community. you know, it hurts to see people struggling to just get things that they need in life, homes, cars.
Bare necessity.
Exactly, things that you have to have.
Birmingham has a lot of struggles.
Exactly. So
you can just ride down the street on any street. It's a struggle.
It's a struggle, and the thing that we have to actually focus on is pulling each other out of these struggles. We don't work as a team. We don't try to uplift each other when we get in positions that we can help. We just, it's an I thing, and it needs to be a we thing. So I'm blessed to be a part of a financial organization that we offer credit assistance to people who are needing a change, but we are also going out in the community. We have a nonprofit called the YFL, our Youth Financial Literacy Foundation, where we're giving back to the kids ages 8 to 18.
And so what does that entail? What are you guys doing for those kids?
Basically, we are actually able to go into the classrooms and provide them with education. 2 out of 3 high school students right now are graduating with no budgeting information whatsoever. They don't have any knowledge on a budget. What's a budget? No financial planning. Ages 18 to 25 right now are the highest age group that are filing for bankruptcy. So we're in a struggle, but we're also allowing our generations coming up behind us to continue to struggle. So by educating
letting them know it's okay. Mama struggled, but we made it.
Right.
That is no way to live.
We absolutely have to break the cycle, and this allows us to actually go out and crusade and give our kids the education that we didn't get. Financial, credit, things like that was not taught in the classroom. And we just kind of go along with myths and the things that we've heard from our grandparents. We don't know the laws as it, relates to our rights with credit. So that's why we're here. We have a course that our participants can take, and after they have completed that course, they can enter for a scholarship that will, go towards their college education. So,
okay, so how do they get signed up? How do they get involved?
Well, there's our main...
I'm going to ask you again before we close.
Absolutely. So our main website is yflfoundation.org. That's our official site. You can go there for events and participation. We also have something called the Family Mint. Now, anybody that's in our program, they have this automatically. It's included. But for those that might not have, credit issues, but they want the education for their kids, they can go to familymint.com. There is a budgeting software tool that you can actually set up for your kids. They can do deposit savings. You can match what they match. It teaches them how to save.
And it's called what again?
The Family Mint. familymint.com. FAMILYMINT and .com. Okay. And it's included in our services that we provide, but for those that might not need the credit restoration, there's actually a booklet that you can go on there and purchase. So you're it's like $29. Yeah. I mean, a minimal investment to put your kids on the financial path to success. So yeah, definitely. I'll be happy to give that information again. You can also shop through, how we shop online. You can shop through our nonprofit, and a portion of that goes back to our kids. Everybody that's in our program, $2 of their monthly membership goes back to our kids, so we can actually give them something for their education.
That's great. That's wonderful.
Powerful. So there's things that we can start doing now to break the cycle.
Okay, that's what's up. Come on, Lavelle.
The people said, can you repeat your website again? They didn't get it.
Yeah, for the YFL, it is yflfoundation.org. And you can find me at divinecreditsolutions.com. And you can also log in and sign up for the Family Mint. It's familymint.com. And that is the financial literacy course for the kids.
Thank you.
Perfect.
You're welcome.
Okay, Danny, was you trying to say something?
Yeah, I'm sorry. When I got cut off, what I was just trying to say is that I agree with the panelist, Lavelle, when he said as parents we have to be involved in regards to the question of the week. And I was just saying in finishing my thoughts that I had the opportunity to be here with my children, and so I personally got to look into some of the resources that are available during the summertime to keep your children involved in how to struggle. And right now, there are like free days at the museum, or, my children wanted to learn how to sew. And so we're making outfits for everybody for the summer. They want to make dashikis for everybody. So in the summer, before they go back to school, we can all do photos, and it could be a project that they worked on and a gift that they gave out. We're doing cooking, we're doing swim lessons, we're doing workout regimens. The kids have to be on the schedule because when they are on a schedule and they are functioning with order, they function better, in my opinion. So I'm just supporting them in things that they're interested in, keeping them busy, and letting them know that, you know, summertime is not a time to just go haywire, but it is a time to have structured fun.
Okay. We doing sign language in the studio, everybody. I'm just like, what? Come on, Ronnie Rice.
I'm looking up like, what y'all doing?
Well, I guess looking at the question, and I apologize for being tardy to this great show out there. My apologies with the deepest sympathy for my tardiness.
All right, now.
I know for me, growing up, troubled youth, one of 5 kids of a single parent mom, and trying to think of things to do. I mean, we had the good old-fashioned way of playing basketball, stuff like that. However, now that I kind of hang out with a lot of folks who have a significant amount of money, they have their kids kind of starting off with investments. I mean, I don't care if it's play money or real money. Most of the time, it is real money. But I think it's as you learn, teach your kids, like get them on that investment software. If you don't know how to do it, go out there and go Google it. I mean, Google is your best friend. If you feel like that, like the young lady saying that you got kids sewing and stuff like that, I mean, go up there and say, Google how to start up a clothing line and kind of, reenact it or something like that. I think one of the advantages that a lot of folks who are highly educated and live in some of these high exclusive neighborhoods, they kind of just put their kids into that model of thinking or that mode of thinking and saying, okay, well, even if we don't have the money or even if we don't have the clothes line, even if we don't have the makeup line, what would you do if you did have it? And kind of just play role with it, I think that'd be some good things to do, and that also helps the parent learn as well.
It does. Okay.
Can I add something to share?
Yes, ma'am.
I was going to say, as far as activities and opportunities, there are a lot of opportunities out there, and there's a lot of activities that are out there, and they don't cost much money.
Okay, do you have them in mind? Like, can you tell them? Tell the listeners what we have available. Because a lot of people don't know. They just don't know.
So, for instance, my daughter is really into coding.
Okay.
Computer coding.
Right.
There's a group called Tech Birmingham. $5. You go in for half the day on Saturdays. They teach them how to code. They figure out their ability level. So it starts from the little ones all the way up to the older ones.
And that's called Tech Birmingham?
It's called Tech Birmingham.
Is there an age requirement?
I think it starts at like 7, 8. 7, 8 years old. It's usually about $5. They also do a program called Girls Only Code, and it's geared toward basically females because we don't have enough females working in the areas of science and math. So they focus on girls, trying to get them to have an interest in the area of science and math. Okay. So they do a coding. It's just for girls.
Okay. And that's Tech Birmingham.
Mm-hmm. Okay. She was mentioning sewing and things like that. Michael's has a craft club. It's only a couple of dollars, and they do crafting, activities for kids on different days during the summertime that you can go in and let them do art. They have art, sewing, crocheting, all types of things like that where you can go in and do those programs. I follow a lady named Birmingham Mom, and so she'll give you lists and lists. They do summer movies in the movie time, like in the
parks and
in
stuff.
the summertime. Yeah. $4. You get a movie, you get the popcorn, the drink, all of that for the kids. The parents don't even have to pay for it. So there's activities out there. You just have to look for them. We have programs here that, we go to some of those things, and none of our kids are there.
Right.
My child's usually at the coding thing. She's like, Mama, I'm the only black girl sitting in there.
Wow.
But you have to look for those things. I search Eventbrite all the time to see what programs and activities are out there.
That's right, Bianca.
I think a lot of times parents try to choose for their kids what they should be interested in.
Yes.
And my thing is coding. I mean, you don't know if your kid's going to like it or not unless you put them in a situation where they can be exposed to it.
Exactly.
So I kind of agree with Ronnie's approach. You really, I like any time that the parent can learn something and then they teach the child. Because when you learn something, I don't know about anybody else. Anytime I learn something, I get excited about it. My daughter, I talk to her about everything. She's like my my download person.
Little mama behind
Right,
us.
she the oldest.
She's so
She's
cute.
14, so I mean, I be talking about stuff we talk about on the show, just real life stuff, the Amber Rose situation that went on.
Yeah.
I think people they crucify situations like that, but I think it's a good opportunity to have dialogue with your child. So I tell her it's important for her to actually have an opinion about all things. So anytime a parent can learn something in investments, if you know. I mean, I think everybody can be better at investments. If you're not actually in the situation where you're trading on Wall Street, you can get better at it. So, picking up tools and resources, Googling certain things and learning and actually exposing your child to that while you learn at the same time, I think is a win-win.
All right, come on in, Peanut Gallery.
No,
Damn, they're arguing who's gonna go first. Come on in.
I was just going to talk a little bit about activities in terms of Birmingham City Schools. I know you can go to their website, and they oftentimes have a list of various activities that they're offering within the schools during the summer months. So they always have various enrichment programs from STEM type programs, which are science and math programs. They have band programs, just all different kinds. So the only thing is limited to students enrolled in Birmingham City Schools. Also, Birmingham's Division of Youth Services, they always offer various programs throughout the summer months. Sports camps, they do a lot of sports camps during the summer months. It's just a matter of you getting on their mailing list or getting on their email list, I should say. And once they have programs available, then they'll send you out the upcoming programs that they have, and your child can be a part of that program. I'm a firm believer in extracurricular activities. You cannot live in my house if you're not involved in something.
No, that's
Everybody
right.
has to have some type of extracurricular activity.
That's right.
My son has decided to take on 2. I don't know who to be mad at because I pushed him. So
He got 2 jobs.
no, he has 2 extracurricular activities.
What he doing?
That costs like 4 jobs.
Right, exactly. He's a soccer player. He plays soccer. So and I told you all earlier that he decided that he wanted to play football. But he's really not athletic. Soccer was kind of
Bless
easy
his
for
heart.
him. Yeah. My goal was for him to be the punter.
Bless his heart.
I wasn't athletic either, so you know.
Punter, I wanted him to be. He was a soccer player, so I thought he would do well at punting. But he looked at me like I was an easy.
I know he
He was
did.
gonna be the running back.
Mama, let me handle this. Let me learn.
I'll update you all as this progresses.
Oh my God.
Hey, good for a good punter now.
Wait.
For myself, put my little 2 cents in.
Wait. You can't be hollering. That's so much better, thank you.
He was just
My mic works very well.
he was just passionate. That's all. Go ahead.
It does.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Okay.
When we're talking about kids and investments and whatnot, with my oldest getting ready to go out of college, I only have 2 left. My middle one, as yours, my youngest is in sports, but also he started his own little business on his own. Little Philip, my 12-year-old, goes out, makes things, and sells them, and he's made a whole lot of money off of it. We didn't teach him to do it. He learned it on his own. This boy makes stuff. He takes it to his school and he sells it.
What do you make?
What do you make?
He makes like little bracelets and stuff. He just makes all kinds of interesting things. And he'll ask us to go.
That's cousin Victor coming out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I just want to. That hereditary. That boy inherited that.
Entrepreneur.
And he's made, at one time he had employees.
Wow.
Kids working for him.
He better be accessing that right side of his brain.
Oh, that's definitely cousin Victor
But
coming out.
we obviously encourage that. And my middle child, my 14-year-old, he's in robotics. Him and my wife
Steve?
are in Georgia now doing robotics competitions. And there's actually a spot right there in Woodlawn. They do robotics. It's a private business that does robotics for all who might be interested in that. They're right there in Woodlawn. And they do robotics. That's what they do. And my middle son, my oldest used to be in it. Now he's off to college. But they build robots and they compete.
Is that when y'all built that arm and y'all won the little competition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We can't hear you, Mr. Victor. The
Last
listeners want to hear
year
what you're
was in
saying.
Cincinnati. This year will be in Charlotte. We'll be going there by a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And doing robotics. Again, the topic's finding, making decisions that might be life-changing.
Yeah.
My oldest wants to do computers. Well, they have in their head what they want to do in their future. and everything dealing with computers, electronics, all is the future.
Yeah.
So me and my wife, we just encourage them to spend whatever we got to spend to make sure that they get in the path that's going to be successful for them. Now, not everybody can do that, but we can all encourage our children to go down that path and get those good grades in school so we can get them scholarships. When dealing with money, you know, we teach our children, when you get money, don't blow it. Save it. That's my 10-10-80 rule. But in kids, you know, my oldest, you know, when he starts working, he'll be doing 10-10-80 and putting something back.
So wait, we have a few new people on the panel and listeners, yeah.
I'm sorry, the 10-10-80 rule. 10, I believe in paying tithes. 10% tithes, 10% in savings, 80% for everything else. That's include bills, expenses, whatever you want to do with it. And if you continue to do that, when you get of retirement age, you will have plenty of money to retire.
And that so says my big cousin put $12,000 cash down on the Sabbath. That validates his scene. When you can pay $12,000 cash on the Sabbath because you want to, you choose to, and the funds are there.
You ain't gonna never let that down.
And that was amazing to me.
Well, you put $12,000 go down on what now?
On a Saturday. You know how
Explain that one, bro.
Hold on. He told me he put $12,000 down on because he wanted to pay it off fast. He didn't want to pay it off at one time because he wanted to have a year worth of payment and build. But he got 12 months worth of paper that builds his credit and adds to his credit score. He still has that card now. But when you can put $12,000 cash down, whatever you got to say about saving money, I'm listening to it. That was 10 years ago. You know, he done built his family a house. This is my first cousin. This is Wade Martin. I really know Stephen, Philip, and Emmanuel. I remember when they were in the robotics competition, they built the arm and won 3rd place.
Champions then.
See what I'm saying? So it's just knowing him, hearing the story, and seeing the fruition of it. I've seen the last 20 years of his life.
All right.
And the things he talked about, I've seen him actually live.
Well, that's wonderful. And Warriors champions. Just want to throw that in since he said the word champion. It's okay, Lavelle. Splash, brother, splash.
Well, he must have been going for
the other team.
Other team.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, basketball over. We waiting on football.
It's all right. We'll see you again next year. Same place, same time.
I say I checked in with LeBron yesterday.
Get ready.
He got all his hair off, his balls, so he got nothing to crack on him by next year. He's going to be completely focused next year. Be ready.
So you think the hair was a distraction for him?
Yeah, because, you know, like all the little jokes, the little memes, and all that stuff. People talking about his hairline. He cut it all smooth off. You know, he's looking good. Abs coming in. He got superpowers through them collectibles on his head. So, see, you know, the rent been in the league how many years? About 10 years. 10 years. He ain't brushed his hair not one time. His power. He threw it away.
You know, me, you talked about that when the Ray got a haircut.
Hey.
When they went back to
OKC.
That first game they went back to OKC, he had a haircut. I said, he was happy to
That
be
head
home.
looked like
Good.
He stopped cutting. He stopped cutting.
That head looked like ants.
But also in games here at DMZ Live, you know, we do like to film on each other. But I am very proud of the Warriors. We'll see you guys again next year. Same time, same time.
Time football.
Warrior Eagle, baby.
Roll Tide, baby.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Don't make me send you to a break.
We gotta go on break. We will get our schedule and our subject. But
Yes.
DMZ Live, the voice of the people. Take us out, Chris.
All right, that's it.
Thank you.
Has everybody had their chance on the question of the week yet?
Yeah. So we're gonna move on.
Okay.
You know, I don't care about it.
I had to make sure from the producer standpoint, we hit the agenda.
Yeah, we hit the agenda.
What is next? Do
Let
we
me see if Danny's still on.
It's early.
Danny.
Do we have any feed read comments?
Okay.
Or do Danny have any tips from
Danny,
California?
do you have anything you want to come in with?
Things that they offer in
Opportunity.
California.
Things that y'all offering there?
Everything that's being said, so I'm not always aware of exactly what topic you guys are on.
Girl, we need to Skype you in.
But yeah, you might just need to do that,
Tell
yeah.
her she's gonna be ready to strike next week.
It seems like the topic might be bouncing around a little bit, so
That's
I'm
all
not
we do.
Don't where to come in
Put it right here when
Okay,
we
so
down and talk.
That's a bug.
Man, y'all don't know her. I'm here for you, honey. I saw it when it jumped.
It was jumping. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a piece of lint.
And then it jumped.
But I ain't want to jump on me. I ain't want to know me.
One of the rent now.
If you hit them switches on you.
Garantula. Y'all should have heard me screaming, go Garantula!
I'm sick with that, y'all. My allergies.
Yeah, we did that.
Did y'all see me on 3340?
I did.
I saw you. Stand on.
I did.
She was talking about her foundation.
I'm so proud.
That was yesterday, but it was Tuesday.
It was
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Was you nervous?
I was nervous as hell. No,
Something about that. It's like they be so awkward when they interview. It ain't like you think it is.
No,
like,
it's
it be
not.
like it be random. They like they just start talking.
And it's so fast. It's fast paced. It's very fast.
How long was the
paced.
interview?
Like news when they interview,
3
it's like
minutes.
rapid fire.
3 minutes, but like
You be out there for like, it be fat. When I did that the last little thing I did, we was out there for like 15 minutes. And then use like a minute and 15 seconds.
but they make you get there so early.
Oh, I hate that.
They make you get there so early.
really? I hate that.
I had to get there at 8 o'clock, and I didn't go on until 9:45.
Well, they have to prep you.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they do not.
They just count to make sure if you're going to show up or not.
Yeah, and this is my most irritating thing about them is that I had to sit in my own questions with my own answers. Wow.
But you know, I do like that though, because that way you get the message out that you want to get out.
I know, but I kind of struggled with my questions, but you know, my friends helped me. But I mean, I did it. But
You gotta really think about what your objective should be when you go on that show. What are you trying to accomplish?
yeah, and it's amazing how they go real quick. Like they can be talking to you, and then something come up on the teleprompter. And they,
1 minute, guys.
they read it like it's like nothing. I mean, I'm like, I can't read that.
Just get ready.
Made me think I'm a little dyslexia.
Slow.
Just slow. Let me know when we're at 30, Chris. But I was
Y'all ready back
disappointed
there?
because they didn't show it live.
All right.
You heard me, Lavelle? They didn't show it live.
They did.
Because that was the day when that Congress got shot at the baseball game. So they were showing all of that. So I had to actually go on the website and share it today and do all that. But I mean, hopefully people will see it and I can get more donations.
We about to come on, Danny.
15 seconds.
Yeah. So I hope so.
I'm here.
I'm trying to get some laptop. I mean, iPad and some more stuff for this year. I got a lot of more stuff.
All right, we back, everybody, for the next segment of DMZ Live. And I just want to touch bases on everything that we did discuss. Check out techbirmingham.com, Craft Club at Michael's. We don't want to hear y'all talking about ain't nothing for the kids to do. My kids, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. Well, we're giving you options. Follow Birmingham Moms. Go to eventbrite.com. Division of Youth Services, Robotics and Woodline. It's more than the youth can do besides sports. Everybody's not athletic. Let Miss Veronica say, she said, everybody not athletic.
Some of these
But
children need some real hands-on stuff though.
Some
You know what I'm
hands-on,
saying?
you know.
Some of them need to be learning welding.
They do.
Yes.
They
That's
really do.
kinda help them
And
get
we
rid of
need
some
to
of that
offer
friction.
that. This is Birmingham. Why they got that man standing up there that, what they
Football.
call him? What he do? Why we ain't got nothing going on? I'm not a Birmingham native, as we all know. He ain't standing up there. He ain't serving no purpose.
Baby, you've been here long enough to know, man. You've been in Birmingham long. I've known you about 10 years, 10, 11 years, so you've been here long enough.
That man ain't serving no purpose. He ain't doing nothing for the community. Why is he up there?
He don't have on any underwear.
Oh my God. So says the single woman in the room.
I mean, that's the truth. I mean, they give. I don't care.
Even Wade said he was mad.
That's why I knew next terrorist attack come in too.
Behind that little thing.
That little skirt town they got wrapped up. But I'm just saying, you know, Birmingham can do more than what it does for the inner city kids. They need it. And they won't do nothing for us. But you saw the mayor got his detail. It is at $2 million now. Why do you? Who after you?
Somebody is.
Who?
A bunch of people.
Well, they ain't gonna be with all the police officers. They ain't gonna do nothing.
Let me tell you, yes they are. Cause did you see about that terrorist stuff that's going on in Huntsville? How they count those folks down?
Listen.
If they want Mayor Bell, they gonna get it.
That's what I'm saying.
But who wants
the detail
him?
or not?
Huh?
Who wants Mayor Bell? Like,
The one,
no slight or no pun.
The one that's he running for. That's running for it.
You talking about the candidates?
Read between the lines.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's move on. Let's move on.
I know, boy. Let's can you expound on it a little bit?
Shout out to all the mayoral candidates that's trying to make a difference in the city, because we do need some new leadership, and I am there for all of you.
Them street pharmacists.
All right.
Oh gosh, I tell you. Anyway, so let me just introduce the panel again. We got Ronnie Rice representing Alexander Chenard. We got Renee Kendall, and she's definitely in the building representing financial education, youth financial literacy. She's definitely an advocate for the community. We have C4 in the building.
Yes, sir.
Of course, your girl D. This is the other D. She's more than a speaker. We love you, Daddy. You are more than a speaker, baby. You're going to be here one day.
August. You better be here in August.
She'll be here August.
I'm coming on August 5th.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You better.
For the gala, she walking the red
I
carpet.
can't wait. I'm gonna cry, y'all. Okay.
Child, y'all have been working out to see which one of the men I'm knocking out to.
Then we got Shantae Renee, Foundation, Foundation, and we got Gaither in the building, Jefferson County educator.
You got to read it out.
We got the Peanut Gallery in full effect. Kiwi is the host. Hold it down.
Very white.
That's right, Young Bear.
Young Bear.
And we got Wade Martin,
Hey.
National Guard,
Yes.
Danielle, and Miss Veronica Know Too Much all the time.
That's Veronica with the T.
I'll take that. I love that.
I love it. That's shout out everybody. That's the panel.
Veronica.
And shout out to Mr. Victor, the sponsor of D&D Live.
Yes, sir.
I am working diligently to get some sponsors for this show, but don't nobody want to act right. So it's only you, honey.
I got you. Look at it. I've been working out.
And we got Chris the intern coming back every Friday.
Hey, but you know the name.
But I mean, it's all good. It's all love here in the studios. The Plug Radio Network is all of it. And call in 256-756-PLGG Plug. All right, so come on, Mr. Kibies. Let's hear what's from the Peanut Gallery.
So what we got going on?
Pressure.
It's the pressure.
Shout out to Tupac.
The question of the week. No, the movie came out today.
And it's the birthday today, too?
It's his birthday.
No, we already did the question. I just want to do a shout out to Tupac. You know, long live Pac.
All eyes on me.
That's right.
1996. I ain't gonna even go no farther.
Let's stop right there.
September
Stop right there.
You called and put that on me. That wasn't even my time, Dusty. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm 95.
You don't know about that?
I know a couple songs though.
Oh man, that's the real
Wait
thing.
a minute, that wait a minute. He was gonna have to go because he's talking something. That's 95. That's before his time. He don't know him like we know him.
Man,
So we
like,
don't know him like
Wait
we
a
know
minute.
him.
A moment
I
of
think
silence.
that's
why you.
Wait a minute, I swear.
You were born in 1995?
I know.
That was the best summer of my life.
Yeah,
He was
everything.
born, he was born that year. Like I feel like that was just yesterday.
I was in 11th grade when he was born.
And that's all I'm saying, you know.
He a grown man in here with a beard and everything. He was born in 95.
And he got that bare white boy.
Deep.
Shout out to KB.
Baby, 1996 is when All Eyes on Me came.
That's my year. I graduated high school.
Me too, honey.
96, baby.
Stop
Oh,
Keep on going. Now, we gonna leave that story. No, go ahead.
how old?
How old is it? 1996?
Represent Trump Foundation.
Deja was born in 1996.
The origination year.
The origination.
That's what's up. I love it. I love what we do. I love that we are all dedicated to making change in the community, starting one download at a time. Mr. Victor, you got something to say?
Mr. Victor never got to answer the question.
Oh, come on in.
You gonna read it from the fader?
Yes, I think I'll be ready this time. Summer is here. What activities and/or opportunities are we providing for the youth? We know our youth got to this level. How can we prevent our youth from making devastating, life-changing decisions?
Okay, this is some personal advice because this summer our kids are not going to summer camp or doing any other program. We're keeping them home and they're working with their mom with the H2O drive. We're printing out worksheets at home for them to do homework and different activities at home. We set out a summer curriculum for them, reading programs, bringing books in, tapping into the summer reading things that the school send home. And all this stuff is cost efficient. Ask me how I know. Because we apply these things each and every day at home. And you know, we do this every 3-4 summers with our kids. Maybe 2 summers ago, Victor worked with me the whole summer in real estate. Now, I know everybody doesn't have the luxury of taking your kids with you or taking them to school, but I'm sure you have friends and neighbors who have this same concern. And some of them are single moms. And I guarantee you it's cheaper to give her $50 a week towards her grocery bill and to help her come up with a constructive plan for all of your kids. You know they safe, you're not worried about the ties and the parameters, you're not worried about the people they bonding with because you know them. I think we just need to put a little bit more effort in. I'm not saying that we don't do a lot, because I know you do. But what's wrong with doing a little bit more?
That's that word.
That's one thing D&D Live is big on, more. Are your children worth more? When you wanted a new hairdo, you worked more. When you wanted a new car, you did more. Whatever we wanted for ourselves, we put in the extra effort. I challenge every parent that's listening, if you have problems and concerns with your children, do more. I know you pull out your hair and you say you've done everything, figure something else out.
Nothing wrong with doing a little bit more. Just a little bit. And I think that's what we do right here on D&D Live. I know LaVelle does a lot in the community.
C4.
That's never really, acknowledged like it should be. He do a lot. I'm talking about, and he's a provider of his family. And he got a lot of kids. He the daddy. I'm talking about he's doing it, and he's out here providing a lot of, getaways for these young boys. This is an everyday thing. He don't just do C4 on the weekend. This is every day. So shout out to C4.
Tell us a little bit about the program, LaVelle, for the people who are listening, looking for something for their young men
like
to do.
For our new guest, Renee Kendall, that's doing a lot of things. I think what she's doing would probably be good for your boys, too.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was going to crack on that before I left. We 2 years in the game. It's just everyday guys that came together that said, we wanted to do something instead of, just talking about it. Our program, our cornerstone program within our organization is HELM. If you know what a HELM is the steering mechanism of a ship. We feel like our 4 principles are the needed ingredients to make the perfect man. Heritage, you got to know where you come from to know where you're going. Education, you need to know how important education is in your life, how vital a role it plays in your life. So we talk to our boys about education, not only formal but informal, being able to go to Google, go to the library, research things on your own. Leadership, knowing how you lead, know what leadership is first, and then be able to identify how you lead, be it in the front, the back, or the side. But everyone should be a leader in some shape, form, or fashion. And last but not least, manhood. You want to teach our boys etiquette, what it means to be a man. It's not all about being strong and fighting and all of that, but it's all the other things people don't always highlight a lot of the times, the respect You know, giving another man respect, even if they don't always deserve it. You know, knowing how to practice restraint, you know, things of that nature. Anybody can fight, anybody can pick up a gun, but if we can actually diffuse the situation and walk away from it and be a better person for it and make the other person they engage with.
That's a real man right there.
The transformation I was talking about.
This summer we got we actually doing a summer reading program. We actually do a trimester summer reading program. We do it in the summer, we do it the first semester and the second semester. We implement that this year. Our boys have a certain number of books they need to read. We actually, the mentors also have to read the books as well because they have to be able to have conversation with the boys about the books on a weekly basis. With the parents as well, you know, because we got to keep the parents in the loop on what's going on and expectations. But then the certain boys that read so many books will have the opportunity to take part in football games that's coming up this year. They'll get a reward on their back end for it. And not only they should be feeling, we want to get them to the point where they feel rewarded based upon the fact that they are reading a certain number of books, but also, you know, we want to give them something to incentivize them as well. We are pretty much took our focus from an educational standpoint just to reading, comprehension, and mathematics. Because the boys that we deal with specifically, that's where they're lacking the most, and it actually bleeds over into other areas that they're struggling with. So that's why we're ramping up the reading portion so hard. You know, we got a lot of people that want to come in and do different domains right now, but I feel like our boys need to fall in love with reading so they can actually transition in other areas of their education. But that's what we got going on right now. I can keep talking forever about C4, but right now we're really focusing on our youth, trying to tap into what they really need and reading comprehension, y'all. Make sure you're reading with your kids. Not only, I mean, being able to recognize words on paper is one thing. You know, people laugh at me sometimes because when I read, my brain process things at a different level. Sometimes I pause because I only want to read it one time for comprehension. Some people have to go back more than one time, but I'm skilled at being able to read something one time and I'm done with it. But it was practice, you know, and I'm still, every day, you know, every time I pick up something, I think about that, you know, and I'm 35 years old, so, I mean, we got to get our kids to the point where they fall in love with reading and they understand what reading comprehension is. It's not recognizing words. There's a lot of people that recognize words.
Yes, but did you know what the word means that you're reading? You right.
And I'm gonna, go ahead. I was saying we just can't just send our kids to do this stuff. We got to lead by example. I mean, it's enough of just kind of pointing them out, saying, hey, you go do this and go do that. It's kind of been the problem. We got to show them that, hey, we're doing this too. This is what you got to do. And the same with the financial situations. We can't gear them to being financially responsible, and we're not. So, yeah, definitely.
Like, so do you offer it for the parent and the child?
Absolutely. I mean, that's going to be where it starts. We definitely help the adults in order for them to be able to pass the information on to their children. There's a lot of us that have horrible situations that, you know, are life situations, divorces, things that are no fault of our own, but you lose your job. These are things you can't control, but there is a way out. So we definitely, we'll give the links again toward the end, but we definitely want to fix the problem at the root, which if we're going to change our generations, it's got to start with the transformation.
Right there.
So, yeah. Absolutely.
And even if you're not financially literate, like she said her point, you know, some people have selective hearing. They want to hear the negative in what someone says before the positive, even when they may not have said nothing negative in the first place. Wherever you are in your financial literacy, it can get better.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So don't feel like, you know, you can't teach your child how to be financially literate. If you're still in the process of learning it yourself, y'all can learn together.
Exactly. We can't feel any type of way about something we were never taught.
Exactly.
No judgment.
Right.
And that's the problem. We're afraid to get help because we're afraid of what people are going to think and say.
It's time out for that. You know, we got to get the information we need. It's not about, you know, hey, I don't know this. It's about finding information and breaking generational curses. That is where we are right now.
That's right. And them generational curses have been keeping us down and plaguing us for years, centuries. It's time to get over it.
Right.
Come on, Ben, I think you have something to say.
Oh, I was just going to piggyback on what Lavelle said and just talking about the importance of reading. Because being a reading coach, that's how I get placed. My job is to work myself out of a job. Right. And so I'm placed in those schools that have low performing areas of reading. And we try to get parents to understand just reading, don't give your child a book and just send them to the side. you need to be asking them questions about what they're reading for several reasons. One, you need to know what your child is reading. Don't just give them anything. But that's the key, is the comprehension piece, because a child that just can call words,
Right.
that's not enough.
Right.
They need to understand what it's about, because reading is the tests are way different from how we read. It's not just recall. They're asking deeper questions.
Yes,
so
they
you
are.
need to be having those
Yes,
conversations
they are.
with their kids as they're reading and what they're reading. And something he said earlier, that's one of the things I try to do, is if my daughter she has a summer reading list, I'm reading that summer reading list with her. So I know what she's reading, and we can have discussions about what she's reading and how she feels about it. Because now she's going to middle school, and some of those books are getting a little bit deeper than, so I need to know what she's reading, because I don't want her out here in the world trying to figure out what those things mean. We got to have those conversations, and that helps with comprehension, just as little as what are you reading, what's going on, how do you feel about it, those kind of questions when they're reading.
All right, baby.
We were talking about reading a little. I just want to talk about my kids, and I talk about my kids a lot because that's how I relate to everything that's going around with me. But I have 2 kids, 13 and 5. My kids there's an 8-year age difference. So in actuality, people tell me I have 2 only kids. Well, what would happen is the oldest one, which is my son, he would read to his younger sister. He would read to her every single night. I had no idea that he was reading to her. But as a result, she developed a love for reading. So we go to school for her. I'm kind of bragging too. So we go to school for her kindergarten graduation, and she gets an award. And she reads to me as well, but I'm thinking, well, she reads okay for a kindergarten. I mean that was just it to me. She reads, she understands, because I can ask her about it, and she could tell me about it. That was it for me. And in my mind, that was enough. Well, we get to school and they're giving out awards, and so she got an award for being the best reader in her class. And I'm like, best reader in her class? I'm like, well, she just reads okay. She doesn't really read that well. And the teacher goes on to say that she read on the 2nd grade level. My baby, well, one year, first grade, 9th month, which is, I'm like right at the 2nd grade. So I'm just like, wow, it's totally amazing. Saying all that to say, if you train up your oldest child proper, then he's going to redirect that positive, or they're going to redirect that positive energy into your younger kids. And so with him, I had the time. I could sit down, I could read with him, we could do all the things that we needed to do. He realized the importance of that. And in return, he did the same thing for his younger sister. So I didn't really, I don't know if it's good or bad with it. I didn't really have to work with her on reading and all those things. She learned all of that from her big brother. So
I think it's a good thing.
But it came out somewhere.
But
Well, we have a little girl in here. Can we ask her a few questions?
And while
Come on up here.
It's the pressure, baby.
And while she's coming up, can I say something? One of the things in some of our reading coaches meetings, we talk about kids that perform lower and why. And a lot of parents don't understand that the foundational skills in reading, you have to have kids who come up and their parents don't talk to them and they don't have any conversations. Those are our kids that usually have struggling readers. So that's why I say you really need to talk to your kids, because if they come up, when they come to kindergarten and nobody's talked to them and they've been raising themselves, a lot of those kids go on to be struggling readers, because part of reading is being able to hear that conversation.
And when you can't read properly, you're frustrated.
Right.
Then that makes you do other things.
Yes. Yeah.
You learn how to count.
Yes,
you learn how to count real good on the corner.
I got you.
Okay, little mama, tell us your name. Chelsea. Opinion, everybody, so she's a strong girl.
Yeah,
So-
the shy boys school.
Miss Chelsea, so do you like reading?
Yes.
And what grade are you going to be in?
9.
You want to the 9th grade. So you're the oldest in your family, right? You finna get a little bad.
I don't even want to get into that.
Man, high school is a different realm.
Literally sweating under this t-shirt right
I
now.
bet.
Yeah, high school is a different realm.
Take it from the father of 11-year-old. You should be.
So, Miss Chelsea, like when you first started reading, you were really good at it, and you was a big sister. Did you read to your little brother? Was it bad?
Sometimes you read together.
Sometimes I read So school is a big part of you. What you want to be when you grow up?
Plastic surgeon.
Girl, tell
Hold
me.
on, lift the mic up for that.
Yes.
Plastic surgeon.
Plastic surgery.
So you know that's going to take a lot of schooling. You prepared for that?
Yes.
You know you can do anything, don't you? All right, y'all get
Hold up. Can I be first, right? See, I got a little nick right here.
Where you got that from?
Silence.
On the corner.
counting. Count money. All right. You know what I'm saying? The idle mind is the devil's workshop. But everybody give Chelsea a big round.
Thank you.
Check out Chelsea's shirt, the back of Chelsea's shirt. I just love it.
No bad days.
I'm gonna tell you this. She really like when she seen that shirt. She showed it to me, and I was like, you know, but that's how she is. She'll write something down on her mirror, like little notes to herself, just to remain positive.
That's
She's a
wonderful.
positive person for the most part.
Keep doing that, Chelsea. That's great.
And she got me like going crazy trying to find somebody, because like you say, when your kid's interested in something, you got to find channels for it. So I'm in the process of trying to find somebody that does plastic surgery or know somebody who knows somebody. So let me know. But in the meantime, biology, we're going to be going over that very hard over the summertime.
She'll probably be able to get in
Bones,
something like that once she get into high school. She needs to enroll into health science. Because once she enrolls into health science, then they'll open up the doors. Like Jada's in health science. She wants to be in anesthesia. So she was able to...
anesthesia?
Yeah, she wanted to do... I
love her.
She did Princeton Hospital last year, and then she's doing the children's all year round.
Wow.
So you can get her involved in it. All they have to do is just take the TB test and fill out the papers, and then they let them come in to work.
And she's also the first year track star as well. So.
Yes. Well, now I know you're an Auburn fan, but I just
Word.
want to let you know that UA does have a program going on right now.
Now,
for
let
high
me
school
say this.
students.
I don't care.
And
They give us scholarship, go and track, do whatever.
Plastic surgery. Roll Tide.
Auburn have a program going on right now. I don't know if they've already put kids in, but I just saw it on the news. And it's for high school students that want to go into health areas. And they were doing applications for those students to come in, and they're doing courses and things like that with them. So that might be something.
D&D Live, connecting people around the world.
One
download at a time.
That's what we do. That's the whole purpose.
Yeah.
All right. Chris, is it?
Taking a nap.
How long we got, Chris?
Shout out to Chris, the intern. Woo! Comes and do our engineering for us. We love you, Chris.
Faithfully.
You're a faithful guy. All right, so that's going to be that on that subject. Let's move on. Y'all know Tupac movie came out tonight. We're going to go on a quick break. D&D Live, the voice of the people.
Feed read when we come back.
Feed read when we get back.
Get a phone number.
Oh, and the phone number is 256-756-PLUG. Call us. Don't just be a Facebook reader.
They comment on Facebook.
Well,
we
keep
hot.
commenting then. We got the Facebook read coming up next.
Yeah, we got comments on the book.
Okay, we do that next.
We are still live if you running for office. I just had to say that, man. You know, we had one of them technical difficulties. Man called me at 1:30 in the morning. Oh, Jesus, please, I ain't going to make it. Please take it down.
You could have said I came and steal.
Yeah, we had to take that down.
My wife wouldn't let me go back to sleep till I took that thing down.
Because the candidates need to be comfortable and know that they're going to be protected.
I'll tell you one thing about
Well,
the
they need to know when they come on here that they need to
They just get a little lax,
When I
a
was
little
little,
lax.
maybe read little books, and he used to be like, and I tell me about the book, and I would be so caught up in trying to memorize, and I'd be trying to remember, in the beginning there was, and we would be like, no, he said, summarize it, you know what I'm saying, summarize it, and my thing is, my father was just an aggressive person, so him telling me to summarize something didn't mean nothing. So I didn't know how to tell him I didn't know what summarize meant. So it took my stepmom to come in and say, what he's telling you is, you got to remember it word for word. Just tell him about what you read. That's all he wants. And I'm telling you, like, a big lip. I have to go back and tell him about every book I done read over the last few weeks, but it was so stressful, I remember, because it was frustrating. But that's what got me into that mindset of understanding what reading comprehension is. I could sit there and read something, I've always been able to,
Street.
but I realized I really wasn't retaining the information.
And that's what our parents don't understand.
Thank you,
PBS. And parents think that kids are great readers because they can call words and they don't understand.
But they need
Those
to
kids can tell you anything that's
Kids, I'll be over there
What was
tonight.
so scary to me and made us focus because everyone, why you got doing science and math? You know, they got the STEM money and all that. But I'm thinking, like, when they rated our boys, the average boy in my program reading at 4th grade level. I'm dealing with 6th, 7th grade, and 8th grade.
Oh, I love you. It's so
Keep
bad,
it one of
girl.
the things
When y'all can tell when that
Y'all
when
y'all
wearing on,
Look
be
at
like,
that.
I'm ready to go home.
Y'all take pictures.
Well, the school did a standardized reading test.
Okay.
And that's what they
Hold on, Chris.
went based upon.
How long before the next one?
I can't remember the name of the test right now, but I got the scores in my email. I have to look at it.
You gonna hold?
I do it while I'm sitting here, but
That sheet up, Christian
but
tell
they
you
said
she
that
got
they
less than a
read
minute.
on the 4th
Oh.
grade level.
I didn't want to interrupt.
And that scared me because my thing is,
no,
if
you
you can't,
interrupt us
if
for
you're
that.
not reading
So,
appropriately for the
next
level that
week's
you
question
want,
is
everything's
STDs
hard.
and
Science,
Yes,
One more time,
everything.
STDs.
That may be the root of it all.
That's the area
We
where
got a doctor
content.
Right.
Because they can't understand what's going on.
The
Content.
And so when they take those standardized tests, it's killing.
So she'll be on the call.
She said she still love y'all. She just don't work in front of the camera with y'all though.
The who?
Cause she said she's one.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said
They came and did a presentation for our girls.
she was like the whole over nine.
30 seconds.
And they're constantly trying to say something.
How many?
30 seconds.
They was bargaining about it.
She do. So she can probably come on the next week.
She got to make her feel some type of way because she had put in.
Well, listen, in the choir, that's my girl. That ain't no play, baby. She loves some order. I love her. We need you.
Who?
I ain't got a lesson in that. Listen. All right, D&D Live, we are back in full effect. So we wanted to go straight into the feed read. Mr. Victor. Oh, Mr. Victor Jordan Sr. Come on with it.
Mallory Elise of Crim Creations
Hey, Mallory.
says Bessemer offers summer enrichment as well as camp. They also have the Bessemer Recreation Center, and she says she's pretty sure they have many activities available for the kids there.
And War Eagle.
And she said, "Well, hey, Miss Helen,
I'm just saying.
Miss Helen just and I do agree with her. Your local community centers will have a lot of things going on. Some things we just don't check into and follow up on the way that we should."
Oh, and also Pleasant Grove, you know, they offer swimming lessons. I think maybe $1.50 a class. Yeah, the Jordan kids, they're, yeah. Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove. It's the Pleasant Grove Rec Center. And that's 1,000 kids, but
You get your turn. You get your turn. Everybody made it back home alive in one piece. I was pleased with my $1.50.
Well, if you look into some of the county schools, they're doing summer enrichment, but along with that, they do a free kids feeding program. So they serve breakfast and lunch, and any kids in the community can come and eat for free. You just have to figure out which schools. I know Minor Community is one of them, but some of the schools are doing the free meals program during the summer too.
okay. See, it's resources out here. We do have resources, but I mean, if you don't know, you just don't know. And that's why we're doing this on D&D Live, so we can spread the word. You have financial literacy for the youth. I didn't even know that that was even available. It's so many things we just don't know.
Absolutely. You gotta start just digging for the information. It's out there.
My 16-year-old will be a part of that because she has a job now, and she got her first little check. She's ready for them little 8 hours. Them little 8 hours.
She
Bless her
felt
heart,
good
but
about
I mean, you know, she needs to understand money ain't everything, y'all. Let me just say that. Money, it ain't about the money, it's about the system.
Right.
If you have a system, the money gonna come.
Right. It's about knowing how to have it. Even if you have money and don't know how to manage it, you can't get ahead.
No.
So this system, it tracks their money, like you were talking about your daughter's first check. It basically gives them ways to budget. It'll tell you about how interest works.
We gotta stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like the entrepreneur.
Right.
We are never gonna be in that percentile. We're gonna stay in that 70 percentile, which is a technician. We ain't even gonna make it to the 20 percentile, which is a manager, because we can't get out of that 70. We have to start thinking on the right side of the brain. Be an entrepreneur. Think that way. Stop thinking consumer. Consumer is why we're in the situation. We ain't gonna stay in that way. No more consumer thinking for me. Okay, I just had to say that. But there is programs out there.
Now I want to know what consumer thinking is.
When you ain't thinking right, oh, let me go ahead and buy these shoes. Let me do this. Let me go buy this. Let me go buy that. Instead of investing or thinking on the right side of the brain. And you know the banks is pimping us too. Because we can put our money in the bank. It's going to grow 0.45% after a year. That's 45 cents. I'm just saying, we losing.
And what they give you when you get through?
A damn dum-dum. A sucker. I'm just saying. You know, I've been through classes. I activated the right side of my brain. I ain't bought nothing in a month. Forget consumer thinking.
They think we can tickle me so bad.
Girl.
Excuse me, Mr. Ashie.
Where you at? Oh, Lord. Yes.
I was just going to elaborate on what you were talking about consumer thinking for our panel, since we have financial educationists in the building. You know, Mr. Victor believes in the 90-10 rule. Well, the 90-10 chart, where it shows that 90% of all working people that make money are on the left side of the quadrant, which labels you as an employee or self-employed. And all those people possess 10% of the wealth. And on the right side of the quadrant, you have your B's and I's, your business owners and your investors. And they make up 10% of the population, but they possess 90% of the wealth. And it's all in their mentality and their mind frame.
How they think.
Some of us
they
are
on this
so tied
side.
to a check. Some of us are so tied to a consumer thinking of buying, purchasing, and spending that we never sit back and manage and put systems in place that allows our money to work for us. Or we never take the time to invest in systems that's already in place. We say it's too hard, it's too much work, it's too much sacrifice. But we sell out and we buy into the great American dream, which everybody knows Mr. Victor considers to be the great American nightmare. Go to school, get good grades, and get a job, and be stuck on the left side of the quadrant with all the other broke people. And instead of teaching your kids to grow, to invest, to create, to know that you are greater than. Greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world, and you have the power to create. Generation.
All right, now. Yeah, I mean, that's just real talk. We really need to activate that. If nothing else, teach it to our children so they can already know how to think that way. Just like Ronnie Rice says, nothing wrong. Even if you have to play investment games with them, teach them something different. Learn something different so you can give your child something different. The way it's going, it ain't working. I thought that was mine. Did that fall off my page? But you know, you just have to do things differently in order to get ahead in life. And I mean, that's just what it is. It is what it is. Was that all it was on the feed read?
Everybody was talking about how awesome we were and how great, and amen.
Amen.
But no real substance contents this week.
Okay, so next week, let me just introduce that. The question of the week is STDs in the community. We will have Dr. Cree in the building. She's from Brownstone. She is Brownstone.
She is a.
She is 36 years old, African-American, female doctor.
Owns her own
doing
practice.
big things, owning her own practice. And when I tell you she owns Brownstone, it's a clinic biggest building inside of the hospital.
And she's a major supporter of
Man,
support.
she is awesome. When I went in, I was just, because I'm from the medical field. I work for doctors look like me, and I work for doctors that don't look like me. But when you go in there and see the success at such a young age, it's awesome. So she's going to be here next Friday, STD in the community. is the question of the week. And also, we will be doing a live podcast with Dr. Cree. It's called Dr. Cree and Me. Following her every other Monday, the team and I goes in and we do her little 15-minute, whatever she want to talk about. It's awesome. So you want to follow D&D Live with that. That's every other Monday. And I think we're going to be doing blood pressure this week. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what's up. All right, so Renee Kendall.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, tell us about you again. We're getting close to the end.
Okay,
And this is everybody's time.
I just want to shout out my team because this is not just an effort of me. We do have a group of people that are working on basically crusading and getting the word out. So Danielle, her organization is D Hope Financial Services. So
hey, Danielle.
if you
Renee.
know her, definitely check her out. She can help you with your credit.
She's quiet though.
Yeah, she's quiet, but she's powerful. Don't let that fool you.
Okay.
So she can help you with your credit. We are always looking to add new agents that can help us get the word out. You can find me at Divine Credit Solutions with an S.com, and it's DIVINE.
Okay.
And I want to give out the links for the YFL again. It's YFLfoundation.org. You can actually go on there to find out our official events and how to participate. If you want us to come and do an event for your church, your school, your family, anybody you know, you can contact us directly at either
We may have to hook up because we're going to be doing a health fair coming up real soon. And that financial literacy will be great as well.
Well, just reach out to me either on Divine Credit Solutions or We Fix Credit Birmingham. Danielle can be reached at the D Hope Financial. So it's a lot of us that are networking to make this, movement happen. So definitely, let us know if we can be any assistance.
Oh yeah, and same with me. You guys say anything from D&D Live, we're more than happy to be a part of it.
We greatly appreciate you having us. We appreciate it.
No problem. That's what we do, baby.
Y'all don't mind. I just want to kind of go back to what
Come on in the mic.
Being a mother of two, my children are spaced out. Mine are 11 years apart. I have a son that's 22. He's a very fine young man. I must say so myself. He was reared by me, and of course his father. He's a very good father. But he's been involved in sports since the age of 4. He's played darn near everything. He started with football. He went to basketball. Played, ran track, soccer, you name it. The only thing he didn't do was baseball. Somebody he didn't want the ball to hit his face. I don't understand that one. But in turn, it landed him a scholarship to Pace University. He went up there for 2 years. He's back home now. He's going to graduate in December from Miles College. So we're hoping that he'll follow the footsteps of his father and be an entrepreneur, chop shop over there in Green Springs. And like you all were saying, more. At this point, it's never too late to do more. So as I'm learning about financial education services, I can in turn teach my son something that I was not educated on, at an early age, and in turn hoping that my daughter, since he didn't get a chance to take advantage of it to get, a scholarship that they do offer. So I just kind of want to say something.
Keeping it in the family.
Absolutely.
That's what's up. That's what we need. More of that. Shantae Renee, you want to talk about the... Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's coming. You said we're going to be here Saturday.
Don't be next week.
Saturday.
Y'all know I'm sick today.
Okay.
You want me to talk for you? I've been practicing.
That's fine, yes.
Okay, here I come.
Okay, you said you're going to do it for her.
He loves to do that anyway. You can have this broke mic.
That one right there.
This mic ain't doing good. But you got the camera right here on me, so there you go.
You my good side.
I gotta go to American Family Care.
I am sitting in, standing in, speaking with Shantae Renee of the Daisy King Trunk Foundation. This is my church member and longtime friend.
That's terrible.
I am sitting in, speaking in for Shantae Renee of the Daisy King Foundation, my lifelong friend. And we biblical people, so this is like when God sent Moses out, he said, I can't talk. So he sent Aaron to go with him, so I'm kind of representing for Shantae right now at the moment. The Daisy King Trunk Foundation, for those who don't know, is in representation of Daisy King, Shantae's firstborn daughter. At the age of 6 months old, she contracted meningococcal meningitis.
Pneumococcal.
I was close. You saw I closed my eyes. Pneumococcal encephalitis.
That's good. That's just keep it moving.
Right there.
He told Dr. Cree, she said that was really good though.
I've been practicing and I still blew.
You got it.
Oh my God. But Deja contracted this disease at 6 months old. And when she reached the age of 18 and graduated high school, she was not able to go on. And because Shantae was not able to go to college herself because she enrolled, as she said, in Baby University,
Yeah.
and she decided to be a full-time mom, which
That's
she is
right.
great at. Woo, woo! Oh, excuse me.
I got a PhD.
All right now.
It pained her that her child couldn't go off to school. So God laid on her heart as her assignment is to find high school seniors and to get her frustration out by doing whatever she could to fund those children to go to school. And in her first year, she sent 5 kids off to school, which may not seem like a lot to some people, but the opportunity to change the lives in the future of just 5 individuals. Life changing, because if each one reach one, that's 10. And if each one teach one, that's 20. And if each one meet one, that's 40. And on the cycle goes. But her second year, God blessed her to 6-tuplet or something like that, her number, because she went from 5 to 30, which was a tremendous jump in 365 days. This year, she's had some medical and health issues going on, and in spite of, she's still sending off no less than 16 kids off to school with everything they need for their first year of college.
Let me change that.
Uh-oh, here come a blessing. I hear it. I feel it coming.
I did a total this morning.
Jesus.
Because I had a meet and greet on Sunday with the students. And
wow.
As I was reading the comments, I found that it was a set of twins going.
Mm-hmm.
So there was one added to my 16, so that makes it 17. Then I found another one where her roommate applied and told her about it, but the roommate didn't win. So I added the roommate. Okay. So they took me up to 18?
A blessing.
Then I got another one whose sister graduated last year, but ended up getting a softball scholarship to Concordian. So both of them would be roommates. So what they added, 19?
And it's funny because this year when it started, she said,
huh?
You forgot the other one.
Oh, and then we have another one, so that makes it 20. Andrew, actually, my judge from Georgia came down here, and she said that his story touched her heart so much that she was going to fund some of his money. So I told her that I would match her money. I had a parent that called me back the next day and told me that she wasn't being obedient during the meet and greet. So she's going to match our money. So that makes it a total of 20 kids this year.
And the amazing thing is when Shantae came in this year with her issues, she said she was only going to do 10. And everybody on the panel said, before you get there, God is going to lay something on your heart, Shantae. And each and every week we have needled and poked with her, and each and every week she has came in with a praise report of a child that is going to be blessed. And we just want to highlight her and the Deja King Trunk Foundation for what they do.
So donate, bring it.
I'm giving away 8 big gifts. I have a TV, I have a microwave, I have a refrigerator, I have 2 printers, I have a laptop, I have a Roku stick, and then I'm praying for an iPad. So there's somebody donate an iPad.
Vic's gonna get you 20.
All right.
I tell you what we're going to do. Brad has asked that we stretch the show out to 10 o'clock. So guess what we're going to do for this next hour? We may do us a telethon. You want your iPad?
I want an iPad.
Let me get on this social media live. Let me get to tagging people and see who we can get to do something big, who want to change the child's life and really invest into the future. Because it seems comical now. But the same child whose future you don't invest to, the same child that you see cutting up and you don't say nothing to, when you see the news tomorrow and you see him behind the yellow tape.
Lord Jesus.
Let's be real.
Or your 17-year-old daughter in the car with her 21-year-old boyfriend and tragedy hits. She should have been on her way to college. Not in the car with a 21-year-old. I don't care.
But that's legal though.
Not in my house.
I know it ain't. Not in the city. I want my Nike boots for that one.
You want to go to a 21-year-old, you're 17, baby, pack your bags.
And go
get your what?
Because when he go to jail, I don't care, it ain't legal. I ain't go, when he go to jail, because that ain't legal.
That 4 year gap don't kick in till you 20.
I mean, Lavelle, what are your thoughts on 17 and 21-year-olds?
That 4 year and above gap don't kick in till you're 20.
Oh, look at look.
So you want to date somebody 4 years older than you, when you hit 20, we can talk about it then.
Amen.
But before then, the teenagers, no.
Real talk. All right, so we're going to go on a commercial, come back with our wrap-up. We'll do this little telethon, try to raise an iPad.
And whatever else that comes
And
out
whatever
of
else that come your way, baby. Because what you're doing is awesome. 20 kids, young adults is going to be blessed. Life-changing
Glad when it's over.
decisions. Wonderful.
Tired.
You say you be glad when you love it. This is what you do. This is what you made for. This is what you built for, girl.
She said she tired while she keep on pushing.
She ain't going to stop.
Jada said I got to stop when she become a senior.
She ain't going to
So
stop.
I'm just going to middle school.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about Victorian. She wanted to write an essay.
I'm just saying.
Right now. Can she get in early? Can she get sponsored to middle school? Cheerleading coming up. They hit me for $1,800 this year.
I remember my first year, Thais told her daughter after the Trump party, baby, go home, write your essay right now when we get home.
I ain't lying.
And she won the next year.
And she won the next year.
Yes,
She was a winner. She was a
yes,
winner.
Michelle Ward.
That's my baby, too.
Yeah, those parents, some of the parents that that children won last year were at the meet and greet, and they're coming back to volunteer. Like, those parents was in there crying on Sunday about, you know, the stuff that they were going to get and stuff like that. So.
It's a blessing. You know, you think about you going to college. You don't need nothing. Your whole dorm, your whole living. I'm talking about she got food for these kids. Toiletries, everything.
And she got a chest over here in the studio.
Filled up. I'm knowing. I'm already knowing. It's a blessing. God is good. God is definitely good. He's definitely blessing the platform.
We staying on the what time tonight?
10 o'clock. And we've been doing telethon. They should have told me
Lavelle
that.
got to go see All Eyes on Me.
We're going to the late show. You see she dressed up for me. See she dressed up for me.
Boy, I gotta pick my kids up. We're gonna go to 12 o'clock.
Well, my baby just got out, so I ain't got to worry about y'all bothering her.
Okay. Then let me know when you get ready for me, because I got something to say.
All right, come on with it.
Wade, can you do me a favor?
Sir.
Can you run the camera feed?
Yes, sir.
You gotta let my big cousin in the place. Wade been, showing me how to do this thing for years now.
That's right. All purpose.
All purpose Wade Martin right there.
All right, you on.
All right, if I gave you 2 tickets, can you please hold them in the air?
Chris, you didn't get no tickets?
You ain't getting one.
Damn.
Oh, Chris, hold up. You need a ticket. You need 2.
I need a second one.
Don't worry. Sherelle, I see you sticking your head in. Come on in here. Hold this ticket up. Hold this ticket up for the camera. All right. Wade, can you span the room on these tickets? These tickets
I'm
are
on
your
it.
entryway into the D&D Live Gala and into the raffle.
I
that
see,
we're-
I got you. I see all the little tickets
the gala
going
will
on.
be August 5th.
Yeah,
At the gala,
I
we
got
will
you.
be auctioning off 5 live male dates. You'll be able to go online next week and get your early bidding in. Thanks to Mr. Burke and the donation of the tuxedo.
Shout out to Mr. Burke.
We will also be giving away a 42-inch TV, and it won't be the cheap one.
All right.
There'll be a dinner for 2 at Brio.
Nice.
All right, Brios.
Yeah, there'll be a day at the spa raffle off for 2 with the face, the tail, the toes, the nails.
I don't need all that.
Hey, we got a wax job inside out being given away. We got natural hair care treatments. We got products, all type of giveaways that's going on. And to top it off, we will have a headline performer that will be well worth the price of admission. It was going to be at the Sheraton, but because our numbers have increased, thanks be to God, we will have moved our venue. We will be at the Fairfield Civic Center, where we will have gated and secure parking. We will have enough room. There will be an elegant meal served, not rice, pilaf, and chicken.
No, that's right.
And green beans. It's going to be the whoop. That's going to be there, but you're going to have options.
But that's elegant, though.
I like
Right,
it.
you
I
have
like that.
options. For people who like the chicken breast and rice pilaf with rosemary, depending on where, a little rosemary, a little cajun. gonna change it up this year.
Anyway.
The
I know.
gala tickets are $50, which is very cheap when you find out who the surprise headline is. They will definitely be worth the price of admission. The raffle tickets are $10. Now you may say, where's all this money going? Since we've been on air, we've been talking about promoting a 50-state tour. Well, we'll visit 2 cities in each state, talking about stopping the violence, bridging the gap, reaching back out to the community. D&D Live and the Mama Network is nationwide with over 100,000 members. So we're going to visit her members around the United States. It'll take us 18 months to hit 50 states, 2 cities, and we're going to host live shows everywhere we go. Changing the path of the future for our children, giving resources and bringing information out. And the kickoff to the 50-state tour will be 2 weeks after the game. You'll be able to chime in live, and you'll catch us in Atlanta, Georgia, and Lithonia, Georgia, talking about the school board and the education system with Sister Tashana Russell, who was a previous guest on the show. So please support. Everybody don't rush up to me at once. Sign up for your ticket. If you cannot pay for your ticket today, know that you can sign up and pledge your ticket. And we'll get your contact information, and one of our interns will be in touch with you. If you cannot make it to the game, if you cannot buy a raffle ticket, we have other ways you can support. We're forming a networking book where we're selling whole pages for $100, half pages for $50, quarter pages for $25, and you can include your business card for $20. It will be a great networking tool, linking people together who are like-minded, supporting similar causes, something that you can take away from there, and you will see people in all walks of life and in all facets of business inside of the book. If you tell them you got your contact information from D&D Live Gala, there will be an extra incentive in there for you. We need your support. Some people like Facebook. Some people like hiding behind social media. Some people are not physically able, don't have the time, the patience, or whatever, but you really want to affect change. You want to know how you can get connected. By supporting my wife, Janelle, and the D&D family, and the things that they stand for, you can be connected without ever doing a thing. Support them. Empower them to reach your youth. Empower them to change your future. Empower them to make a better day for everyone. D&D Live, bridging the gap, connecting people and information around the world. One download at a time.
You better.
That was so sweet. But
come on,
5 days though.
Huh?
Who betting these 5 guys that my co-host over here is so anxious about?
Alright, listen.
Y'all gotta bet these jokers.
Put her on the spot, Bell.
One of the dudes I got from C4 Mentoring.
Alright, he good brother. That's a good
He's a
brother.
college graduate.
Hold up, which one?
He's a college graduate. He's a communications major.
Which one it is?
His name is Kevius Bridges. Young Beefcake. Put him out there. Put him out there.
Little Bear
That's
White.
fine, we good.
Little Barry
Little Barry
White.
White, y'all heard him on the air tonight. If you like his voice, you get a chance to be on the main. The tote tag. No special finishes.
Little Bear, you have to call me out.
And our
Work that out behind the scenes.
I've been working out, boy. So I look good in that dress about the pillow.
Y'all work
Just so
out
y'all
all
know.
special finishes behind the scenes. D&D Live, did I condone that?
We gonna do you, but all proceeds will be.
What time they come on?
They gonna come on later, not in the beginning.
I'll be there
Yeah,
late.
but you can go online and log in early. We got
You gonna
360
be on
shots.
time because you was in the front. You don't play no games.
I'll be there late.
Another one of the gentlemen is a personal friend of mine. He is a train conductor. He is single. PD stand about 6'2", works out every day. As the women say, he has a wonderful physique and a great mind. He is a father of a 7-year-old, but him and the mother's not together, but he is a great father.
I'll be there.
He gets his daughter twice a week. He takes her to the movies, he do different things with her as well. He has his own place, and it's always clean whenever I go over.
And ladies,
You know that's my partner.
he is eye candy for all the ladies.
I'll be there. I see.
And I can't tell y'all about the rest of them. I need to build anticipation. Now, my next order of business. If you know about the David King Trump Foundation, you know the good that she's doing in the lives she's touched. We're challenging our listening audience tonight. The Daisy King Trump Foundation would like an iPad to give away, and we're challenging someone that's listening to donate that iPad. Don't be scared. Step up. Spend your IRA.
IRA. Return on your investment.
We have one of our other interns, Sherelle Landry. She has something that she wants to add to the conversation. You know, I'm not good at signing.
Come on, Sherelle.
Come on in.
I'm also the personal assistant for Bradley Lewis, the owner of the radio station, and he did say that he is going to sponsor 2 iPads for the digital.
There you go.
Wow, see that?
You didn't have to even stay here an hour. We already got 2 already.
Everybody sounds like get my Jimmy Swagger on.
You didn't get 1, you got 2.
D Live. Make your dreams come true.
You asked for 1 and got 2. 1 and got 2. Got 2. You got 1, got 2. That's it right there.
Yeah, you have that because you asked now.
You hit it right there.
Okay, now let's get back to the Gators since we hot right now. Tickets are $50 a piece, but if you would like to get a table, the table seat 8. And if you say 8 times 50, that's $400. I'm gonna give you a $100 discount, 20% off all tables. You get a table for $400. So you and somebody else can go in on it, and you get you a discounted rate, and all the proceeds still will go back to the D&D Live 50 State Tour. Also, there will be pictures available. There will be a red carpet and professional photographers on site. All pictures will be made available for free digital download. But if you would like to christen and hold on to that moment in a very special way, there will also be pictures available for purchase there with very beautiful and elegant frames, and all proceeds will be going back to D&D Live and this 50-state tour. If you are a member of the panel, you understand how we do it and how the show is going. You understand that everything that we say we're going to do, we do. Every promise we try to make to the people, to the masses, we try to deliver on. But right now, the show is growing in a substantial type of way, and for us to continue to do what we do, we need the help of the public.
That's right.
They say it takes a village, but we're calling on the village. If you're listening, if somebody else want to donate some more iPads to the Daisy King Trump Foundation, that's only 2. That means we got 18 other kids that need an iPad. We need 18 other kids that need to be connected to technology, connected to time and space, and we put somebody out there. We even take use and refurbish one, send it on up here. We'll work with it. You don't use it no more, we'll do something with it. You ain't got to spend the $600 if you got one. Send it up here, let us spend $100 to get it fixed. Do something. Make a difference in the lives of these children. And if that is too big, let me tell you how else you can get involved. Friday
Friday and Saturday, there's a donation drive here at 99 The Plug, 2231 Victory Lane, Hoover, Alabama 35216, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with Saturday being Family Fun Day with free food, moonwalks, snow cones, and everything will be out here on Saturday.
And I'll be on the DJ booth, Vic Vegas 9000.
But who's going to be on that Friday? Who's going to be on the DJ booth Friday?
K Bizzle.
What's Sting?
DJ Sting. Shout out to DJ
I need a
Sting.
request for, do you know these women is calling for Sting?
They sure live. They
These
want
women,
DJ
like
Sting.
for real, these women won't sing Friday and Saturday.
We're going to have to work something. We're going to talk later. Sting need a little fiduciary.
Yeah, Sting going to need some.
Sting need a little help. And
If
you're listening, we are raising donations for a particular DJ for the Daisy King Trump Foundation. You can donate through Facebook. You can go to the Daisy King Trump Foundation
He is
page,
really good.
or the Shantae.
He is worth the
Renee
donation.
page. And there's a way that you can pay and donate money through there. If you have PayPal or a secure credit card, it'll go directly to her account, and she can access those funds. And I can speak for her, and I don't do this for many people. She gonna spend it on where to go.
She sure is.
She really gonna do the right thing. And if you don't do the right thing, she gonna do it without you. It is who she is. The cause is real. What she's doing is real.
Hey, one of those students gonna be real happy. They got a Roku TV.
With everything already set.
Everything already
They
set
already
up.
jailbroke.
You know
Yeah,
what?
broke. All right, so since we're gonna be on a little longer tonight, let's go on a little breaky break.
Okay, let's go on a break. We'll come on back with.
Yes,
we
I think
still haven't went into our wrap up.
The wrap up break, but I think Bill, are you gonna be on the next?
No.
Hold on, Sherelle got. You want to hold it for after the break? You want Dashida? What you want? Before or after the break?
Go ahead, Sherelle.
Hold it till after the break. I gotta leave y'all one more. Y'all gotta come back to get it.
Okay.
Okay, we got one more big announcement. TV Live to make people information.
Sherelle, little self.
Around the world.
You better.
I'm gonna Facebook Live. I'm gonna Facebook
All right,
Live.
y'all.
Man, you need something? What's C4 need? Right now.
Hey.
We need a second bill. We're going to the west side.
Okay, take it. Take us out, Chris.
Oh, listen, y'all. I am thankful for everybody that can stay. We are going to go over tonight. We got some people coming in from Atlanta who's talking about starting a new station. And we're going, because you know we got 3 stations up, Kiwi's number 4, and they kind of, this is the #1 show on the plug. So guess what they wanted to come over and see? It's the #1 show on the plug. They wanted to see you all. They wanted to see what we had going on. I would love and appreciate anybody who can stay in studio with us for a while. If you can't, I understand. But if you do have a cause, I would like to know what you and your foundation is doing. Because since we're going to be on our extra hour, I'm not just joking. I'm going to get at our listeners and see who is willing to step up and who's willing to make a difference. So if there's donations, things that C4 mentoring needs, there's things that your financial group needs. Tonight is the night. Because I'm finna push people over the edge if I can. How long we got on break, Chris?
5 minutes.
Y'all got 5 minutes to figure it out.
I see you niggas.
Well.
Okay, well, thank you.
Y'all got 500 meetings.
I know. I'm about to sit you right here. I'm gonna come over around and
She gotta go up in the school in the chair.
Wait, I've been trying to pull you
I
on
got in
this
trouble
panel.
last week because I was late.
Good.
Okay.
Look, I go whenever you let me go.
Bye, Wayne.
I'm happy right here at the peanut gallery.
You family, Wade.
Bye,
I appreciate you.
See y'all next
You got all the big wigs on panel right
Man,
now. So,
listen.
you know what I'm saying?
You real family, Wade. Man, you go so far back.
We out here.
I know.
Y'all can say what y'all want. Wade almost trying to tell family secrets here last week talking about, oh, these two that came so far. So far.
See, I know better.
He said so far so many times, I started told him out of here.
Don't put me out.
Because the next thing was finna be like, let me tell you. You need a paper towel, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. So far.
Mr. Victor.
Oh, yes.
That thing thinks she a pro
That
driver
problem
that day.
is
You hear
something
me?
serious now.
I already know we got here.
Okay, let me write down these. Ooh, man, I'm gonna be able to get all 20 shirts. I'm gonna have to go to American Family Care. Which movie theater y'all going to?
I have no idea.
What just that one? There she is. 21.
King Foundation. I get excited. Brag on people and they good giving.
That's all we need right now.
Nook. We have.
New or used, it don't matter.
Okay, what's a Nook?
It's like the little tablet you put the books on.
They sell them at Barnes and Noble.
Yes.
We got 10. We need about another 10. And carpentry tools. All right, y'all. See y'all next time.
Bye. See you next week.
You're the chemical. You're a major in the chemical unit.
I am right now I'm a battalion commander in a support unit. But I'm chemical by LOS, yes. This is my friend's unit in Fort Bragg. She sent me a shirt from Fort Bragg. She's a commander in Fort Bragg.
That's why I'm in the chemical unit over in Clayton now.
Yeah, I knew you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
On the 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I actually just got back to that unit because I went transitioned to an MG unit back over in Coleman.
Yeah.
167.
Yep. 167. Yep.
Just came back.
Yeah, and active duty, I was nothing but chemical units when I was active duty. When I came into the Guard, when I came in as an officer, initially I was in chemical units, and I transitioned as you get higher. I get transition. I was detailed to the MP unit in Mississippi for a year as the SU.
You tired of moving work. Daddy, you write the ticket.
No.
I want to see Pop.
Pop sold out.
Jada said they work her to death.
They work you to death. It's no parking spots at the movie.
That baby been there since 12 o'clock.
I'm going, and I'm sweating.
We ready? I'm going to call because I need 10 seconds, guys.
All right. Do that. I'm off tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye, Lavelle.
All right. See you later.
You tired?
Come on, Wayne.
Come on up to the fountain, Wayne.
They had to stay overtime and they was mad. They don't like paying.
Yes, ma'am.
He kept
I
trying to
get
give
to
me
be next to your co-host today.
All right. We are back, everybody, and we are going a little over tonight. You know the owner. You gotta do what he say. Air Force One, 10 o'clock. Shout out to Bradley Lewis, the Plug Radio Network, wonderful platform he has definitely gave us. It's a blessing. All right, so we are back on, and we didn't do the wrap up. So we're just going to go in with it. Do you complain about having to pay for summer programs? I do, because I think the summer programs are highway robberies. I really do. I know Bianca, I do though. I'm going to keep it real, because I'm just telling the truth. Both my kids were in camp last year with, I think it was $110
a piece.
A piece.
$220 a week. Actually, Daddy, he paid for it.
They're big, like they can pee and eat and talk. They some big kids. Like one of them a 5th grader, one of them a 1st grader, and I thought $110, no sibling discount. It might have been a $5 discount. I just thought that was a bit much. And I'm from the old school. No camp I ever went to, my mama never paid that, and I went to camp every summer.
Okay.
What's so different? Okay, because we got a computer now, but $110 and you feeding them, okay. But you getting that food from the community people, you ain't even paying for it.
Well, here's my thing. If I'm going to pay for a summer program, it's going to be based on the quality of that program. So, this is what I want to say about that. Like some programs, and I don't know how that one works because we haven't done it in a while.
It's the same one that your kids go to.
They haven't done it in a while.
I'm just saying.
I will say, depending on what the quality of the program is, because I know that
the quality is wonderful.
In some years,
but dang, 110 a piece.
But listen, in some years I've gone and I've worked at summer programs, and so if it's a situation of like the program that I used to work for at my previous church was you had teachers there part time, so they stayed until lunchtime. And those teachers got those kids ready for the next year.
Right, and see, you coming from the teacher standpoint, y'all still working, y'all need to get paid. But when you in the class and you have 20 campers per class, come on now, that ain't right to the community. It was killing us to pay that every week and still live and go on vacation and stuff.
Right.
I was like, look, y'all ain't going next year. Y'all gonna go to camp with Mama. B&D Drive, H2O. We're gonna go pass out water and help the community. That's what we're gonna do this summer. You're gonna learn how to be activists and give back.
Well, it depends on. I mean, it does. It depends on how you look
Because
at
I mean,
because right now my kids are at home and I'm ready for them to go to camp because I'm spending way more than $110 to feed them every week. So I'm just saying.
Shout out to Sanders on Purpose. Donate to the Daisy. Man, let me just let you know, Shantae Renee, girl, you on fire tonight.
She over here.
I told y'all one the telethon.
Sanders on Purpose is trying to donate to the Deja King Trunk Foundation. When I tell you when God is in it, who can be against it? Okay.
21 kids.
That's why I know what we're doing is this is what I'm supposed to be doing because
20.
And let me tell y'all real quick.
You heard how you added that one more.
I did.
Yeah,
look at 20.
No, we've been actually doing at least 20.
It's 20.
22.
It's 20.
But let me tell y'all something. So y'all know I have stepped out on my job, stepped out on faith, trying to do the right thing and do what my passion is. And it's been hard. How about today? The job that I stepped away from, why they call me back? Tell me we'll give you a raise. 12 cents.
A whole 12
A
cents.
whole 12-cent raise. Did you tell them bye-bye, baby?
But it wasn't never about the money. I was making
It was
great
about the position.
money. I mean, I never made more money this was great money for me and my family. We benefited very well from this position. But I was unhappy. I was stressed. I was this. I was that. I was training everybody, not being recognized. Never was going to get an opportunity that I felt I deserved. I have a degree, but I was always looked over.
4.0.
But then they don't call me today, y'all. And I was having financial issues. I wanted to say, I'm coming. But there ain't nothing but the devil. And see, God got me out here, and I know He's going to take care of me. But I just wanted to give y'all that praise break. The devil almost got me. He almost sucked me back in. That consumer mind, it popped up. It said, girl, you better go get that check.
Well, that was one of my reasons for joining.
Keep on doing what I'm
I'm so
doing.
grateful to Renee for introducing me to it because I'm in corporate America now, and it's just like you said, it's just so stressful.
It's
Even though
stressful.
The money is good, but it takes away from your time,
Yes.
from your kids, from your family, and they so need us. And my child, she's involved in a lot of things, and it just depresses me sometimes because I feel like I need to have more time that I can dedicate to her, even though
I couldn't never leave, and I missed every math derby, every award this year. I missed everything with my kids because I had to be at this job.
Yeah.
He did everything. When I was going to school, they looking like, who is that? I'm the mama. How you get your hair combed every day?
Yeah.
I am present. I'm just at work.
Mr. Vic, you become a hair.
Huh?
Mr. Vic said he come to hair too now.
He will. They don't like it, but he loves me, dog. Mama, bless her heart. She's so happy to have a job and she can do her own thing. But, I mean, I feel you. Corporate America is not for everybody. I wanted to get into that workload. I'm going to get on. I ain't going to be in no doctor's offices no more. I'm going to work in corporate America. I'm going to be doing insurance, and it's going to be good. And it was good because I knew what I was doing, but you just a number. That is it. They don't care about your family, your health, nothing.
You cannot will your children your job. What are you going to leave them? What is your legacy? I mean, we all need to instill in our children that we are creators. It's nothing wrong with having a job, but that is like a stepping stone. That's not a parking lot.
Amen.
You use that to leverage to get to the next level to where you can do what you got to do and write your own check.
Yes. It's bad when you pull up and you sit in the car and you late. But you don't even care because you want to listen to Ricky Smiley because you like to get them. You hear what else I'm talking about? That's just where I was, Wade.
I'm trying to be like you. My military thing I enjoy because I've wanted to do that since I was a kid. So in reality, I am living the dream, but that's just mine. But in my other job that I work at the VA hospital, I've been there now about 11 years. I'm ready to do something else.
I feel you.
Now, I can pull from all these wonderful folks that I see every Friday when I come here because everybody's doing what they want to do. And partially I am too. But that's something that as the more I come, the more it encourages me that, to look for something else.
Right, to find out what your passion is and just get out there and step out on faith.
My wife's living her dream. She's big time, and I'm just promoting her career right now.
Ain't no wrong with that.
She's a big time, a big money woman, working for DC. But
my first cousin.
Yeah. But
shout out to Nicole Martin.
Right there.
Big thing.
Shout out to Georgia doing the things with my boy. But
Cool Way. Let me just say, look at Cool Way though.
Barry Manilow. You better watch out.
He's so mellow.
Yeah.
I try to be.
And he's always like this.
I try.
He raised his voice one time. We couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it. Oh my
In
God.
13 years.
I don't come to the house often. Especially since I got a soon-to-be 18-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 12-year-old, all boys. So believe you me, you don't come by the house often enough. But nevertheless, I think that's important. I mean, even though we're done with the particular topic, but part of that topic was, inspiring our children to go for their dreams. And going for their dreams, that means, financially they will be set. It's not about money, as you stated, because if it was, you may not necessarily be where you're sitting at right now.
No, I wouldn't say
You'd
that's
still
a
be at
job,
right
at the
now.
dead-end
Hop
job.
on that 12-cent raise in a heartbeat.
Because she was making...
And like they did something.
They ain't done that for real.
I said, really?
But they thought that was going to sway you. See, they don't know. They thought 12 cents was going to sway you going back. But they don't understand.
12 cents.
Obviously, they don't watch D&D Live.
No.
To see what you're doing now.
And, and I worked with a lot of females, a lot of women that's doing good things. And I invited them on the show, told them what I was trying to do in the community. They all looked at me like,
Well, it's their loss.
Like, girl, please. You stay on over there and race that rat race that you racing, baby, because I ain't going back.
Yeah. Their loss.
Yeah, when God has given you an assignment and you accept it, you got to be willing to deal with the dips and the curves and the turns and the punches.
When you love
You better say it then, girl.
when you love what you do, it's
I'm
not
just
a job.
motivated, right?
Exactly, because, the devil will come at you in any way, all shape, all forms, all fashion, but you got to be ready and you got to know and be able to see him for what he is.
Right.
Boy, bye.
Amen.
It's about being faithful and not
Yes.
being fearful.
Yes, amen. That's what's up, y'all.
Did we get our announcement?
What's your announcement?
Do we have another announcement?
I think did you want to do
We can do it kind of now. However you want to do it.
Go ahead, Mr. Victor. Should I tell you whoever?
No.
Oh, come on, ma'am. Sherelle.
Let me zoom.
Everybody, let me introduce who she is. This is Brad, which is the owner of the plug, Air Force One, his assistant. He finally got an assistant, y'all.
And so much needed.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart. And it's Sherelle. Come on in, boo.
Well,
Bless her
Mr.
heart.
Lewis definitely wanted to go ahead and make sure that he is supporting you guys and everything you guys do. So he is going to sponsor 2 tables.
Shit, let me write that down. Did I call? Lord, forgive me. I had to write that
down. Shout out to Brad. But now where you at, babe?
Listen.
You ain't turn very much longer.
All right, so I just want to make everybody aware of what just happened. Praise report. Air Force One is going to sponsor 2 tables for the gala. A blessing.
Let them know that what that 2 table really means.
What that means is we'll have. Come on, Mr. Victor.
Well, I'm nervous.
Cry.
Me too.
You about to cry?
Ooh, Jesus.
Don't you do it. Please don't.
Knowing Mr. Lewis, that means he's going to bring his mom who listens to the show.
I love
all
her.
the time.
Yes.
She comments on the feed, read every week.
Shout out Miss Empress.
Yes, we know she's listening right now. And he's probably going to bring all of my co-workers. And, reach back out to the station. That means there will be 16 seats that's already spoken for, which totals up to $600 that's going towards the gala and our fund of being able to fund this 50-state tour. We're definitely going to get out here and we're going to make a difference. Thank everyone for their support, but don't feel like you can't support. There's more work needed. Because once we finish the 50 states, then we're going out to the 196 countries outside the United States. We broadcast globally.
The word says, it's quoted by Jesus in the Great Commission, go ye therefore, reach, teaching, and baptizing throughout the world, beginning in your own community. We're starting here in Birmingham. We're reaching out to the surrounding areas, Mississippi and Atlanta. Once we conquer the United States, we're crossing the waters, and we want you to cross them with us. They're currently hearing our message over the airways there. We want them to see the face that goes along with it.
Got another
So you know how they say third time's a charm.
Uh-oh, that's it. That's it.
She got another announcement.
Come
That's
on
the
in,
last one I promise.
No, don't promise. Come on with it.
Don't promise, come on.
He actually wants you guys to be the people who seat the tables. So these are giveaways. So you guys can use those to give away.
Wow. So, and he's...
But we still, the first one going to Miss Empress.
Yeah,
Empress Lewis,
yeah.
the mother of the Air Force One,
That's right.
the hangers.
Her. She is awesome.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Mr. Lewis. We truly appreciate you.
Brad. Thank you,
I
Sherelle.
just sent everybody, my little leaders, my little people, my little leaders, text messages.
They say that we got some donations coming. It's going down.
Yes.
Please be sure you come out for the donation drive. We'll be up here sorting and packing this stuff up for these high schoolers. Starting next week as far as the last of the donation drives, Friday and Saturday. Oh, yes.
All right. Busy
I
in
got
the
to send my
studio.
telephone seat for this one.
Okay.
From C4 Mentoring. The man that goes out and mentors to youth in the community, it started at Smith Middle School, where he was going into the school twice a week, and the teachers gave him a classroom to mentor to the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade young men. He's been doing it for 2 years, and 5 months ago, he was blessed to get his own building outside of the school, where he's not just mentoring during the day, but he has an after-school program set up for the young men, and everything is free. But they have a couple needs at their building as well. He said they need nooks. And if you know what a nook is, it is the shelf that stores books. I feel it.
It's a device.
It's a device.
It's like an iPad.
Oh,
Like an
Yeah,
iPad.
it's a device, but you read.
oh, like a Kindle.
Yeah, like a Kindle,
there you
exactly.
go.
Okay.
Did you say a bookshelf?
A nook. A nook and a cranny. I don't
He's talking about
know.
the actual furniture piece.
Okay. No.
I thought it was the nook to furniture.
It's
I
that-
think that, hold up. Y'all sure, because I asked him here. He said like a shelf.
It's a device.
Want me to show you?
No, Jay.
It's a device.
If
He
not,
said
Shane, we
that
just
it's
hit the line
Barnes and
over
Noble.
Wait till we get in the hallway, okay?
Because she will, like she did with the photography
Listen,
like
she-
last time.
Jade is the best photographer.
See, that's what it looks like.
Victor, he said you can find it at Barnes and Noble. Not that it was a shelf. Get him, Bianca. I'm just trying to help him
C4.
out. Lavelle, is it a device? I hope so.
He says nook.
Yeah.
We have 10. We need another 10. New or used.
Yep.
But it's definitely an electronic device like Jada was kind of trying to tell you, Bianca.
Yeah, it's like a Kindle, and you know they're big on promoting reading enrichment, teaching the boys how to really read to understand what they're reading. So this is detrimental to those guys.
So it's all books.
So whatever we can do to get that to them. So we need
All
10
right.
nooks, everybody. Come on with it.
And watch this. This is a big one. This is the cheap carpentry tools, because they're looking to start a new program, hands-on, teaching kids how to work with their hands and acquire skills that will feed them and their family directly out of high school.
And this is so needed because we know what they're doing with their hands.
And you have to realize this. Society is set up to push us towards the educational field, but everyone is not meant to be in the field of education. Shantae Renee, the founder of the Dave King Trump Foundation, always stressed that she did not go to college or university.
But she's so certified,
and everything
you would
that's
never
going
know.
on, an advanced property manager. You know what I'm talking about? On the other side, you can manage all your properties. And all other types of
HUD
certifications.
certified.
HUD certified.
Tax credit certified.
Tax balance your books right now. Doing the show.
So, I mean, basically what he's saying is everybody's not college material. And so what they're doing for the youth, for those young boys, is getting them ready to learn how to do other things because they may not want to go to college, they may not be able to go to college, but they know they didn't learn the skill, trade, and they can go far with that.
And if
you know they can pick up a gun in a minute. That's what they're doing now. So we need to do better than that. Everybody, adults, Birmingham, parents.
And if your children bought you that toolbox at Christmas 6 years ago that's still in the kitchen drawer, donate it. That screwdriver that's on your passenger door.
It's pink though.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
There are the Vail raised a real million over there. Pink screwdriver ain't gonna bother them. We're gonna say it's the perfect fit to get the screw out.
Yeah, because I got a drill that can help.
Whatever you got, when we're taking up donations for the Days of King Trunk Foundation, feel free to drop off any supplies and tools for the C4 mentoring as well. And the volunteers that's coming up for the Days of King Trunk Foundation, if you have tools that you would like to give to C4 mentoring, you can turn them in at the station. We'll be collecting them here and disseminating them back out to C4 mentoring. It is a great program, especially here in Birmingham where our youth are killing each other
on a daily.
The reason that we started this topic about the summer and what's going on, I'm from the Smithfield community. And a 15-year-old boy got shot in the car with 3 of his friends. And this is not what somebody told me. This is not, well, I'm going to say this is not what the news told me. This is not the watered down version. I'm from Smithfield. I got it directly live from the girl who, of course, they did it in front of us. She said, I'm standing here now, Victor. His 3 friends jumped out with their assault rifle.
And ran.
And left him in the car to die.
Because they were afraid, because they 15 years old, don't have no business with them big boy, big grown men, guns. They don't know what they're doing. So that's why programs like C4 Mentoring is important. We need to look out for them, because they're looking out for our kids.
Idle Mind is definitely a devil's workshop, and you will be surprised how many of these young men, lives are being changed by just being given a different avenue and a different route. The ones that we
just to have the attention, just the attention. A lot of kids is lacking attention.
My dad said something to me the other day that stands out to me in realms with other kids. In school, they said I was gifted. And my dad said he kind of got offended by that because he was like, what is he gifted in? Are you saying because he's smart, he's gifted? But as he gets to know me as a person, he said, I can see your particular area of gifting. So when you think about these kids, we may say they're trouble. We may say they're agitated, they're this or they're that, because they don't fit into our square box. But they have a particular area of gifting that needs to be discovered and tapped into, and for them to understand it and to show, to know that they're more than and not less than. Just because you're not a mathematical genius like Einstein doesn't mean that what you do is not important as well. I always relate it back to the analogy of the body. Christ said we are the body. The most important organ in the body gets little to no credit. If I gave everybody on this panel, other than my wife, but she hear me say it all the time, 100 times you guess it, I guarantee no one else will guess it. But the work that he do, if he didn't do what he did, you wouldn't make it. And that's your nose hair. It filters the body, it keeps poison, it keeps trash and everything else out of the body. And it goes unaccredited, unannounced, it don't go seen or anything. But the job that it does is crucial to your survival. If you didn't have any nose hair, you'd be sick every day. You'd be in the hospital. You couldn't deal with it. It is the filter that protects the brain. How many of our children have a hidden trait like that that we can't see? And how powerful would they be if we activated them? How powerful is your nose hair? How powerful could that undiscovered gift and trait be in one of our children?
Boy, you said that. All I hear is
Amen. You know, Victor powerful. You know,
it don't be me, Chantel.
Yeah, I know it don't be you, but let me tell you, I came back and I complimented you to Bashida when I did that single moms conference.
Chantel's so funny. Her shirt say everybody ugly.
Okay, but anyway, back to
I just had it. I couldn't. Okay, go ahead.
That's our hashtag.
I complimented you because at the end, You said that every woman in there demonstrated the same strength that God carried to the cross.
Yes, ma'am.
That did something to me. I came back and I told Dasheen, I said, let me tell you about Victor. So, I mean, you always have a good ending, a good close where you can relate it back and turn around back to the Bible.
Single, because the Bible said, Jada tell you this. See, Jada was in church with me. BIBLE. Basic instructions before leaving earth. Anything you want to know, it's in there. Any example that you want, it's in there.
My granny said you can even learn how to cook. It's in the Bible.
It's in there. Now, single mothers definitely show the strength that Christ showed on his way to the cross.
Come on, man.
Because see, all we highlight is how many times Christ fell down.
How many times
And the weeping and the gnashing. Oh! But does anybody ever talk about every time he got up? How he never said a mumbling word, how he never hollered out in pain because he knew what he was doing and what he had to get there for. It reminds me of our single mothers who go through hurt, betrayal, loneliness, starvation, brokenness, financial work, and you never see them say a word because they got a child that is looking to them for strength, just like we look to Christ for strength. And every nail that he took, they never highlight him hollering, him screaming. It's a true champion, a true warrior who took it all and didn't even let it be known how it phased him. We have to imagine how it must have felt, but they never tell how he said he felt because he took it like a soldier. And anytime I see single mothers doing what they do, it reminds me of that same strength, that same quiet determination that he took to the cross for the purpose. I see them do it each and every day for the children who follow them. And they do it quietly and humbly, and they're determined to finish the race just like he was. And I see things continuously try to beat them down. And I see them continuously to rise up in strength, just like my Lord and Savior. And in that single women's conference, that was highlighting me over and over again. With the I was on the man in there.
You heard those stories?
And I'm hearing all these testimonies. I'm there on camera duty. So I'm like a fly on the wall. And to hear them pour out and to be a man of God and to feel the Spirit. It don't matter if it's male, female, animals, birds, upside down. When the Spirit get there, you know Spirit is you know Spirit. And to feel it moving. To see it moving them women. To see the lives that they were changing. We streamed the live. We had over 4,200 women watching. Just commenting. And to hear the trials and tribulations that those women had went through. And some of them women had grown children. And for them to say that this is the first time they've ever even spoke out about it.
To the point, I got 2 women that call me every day. I have to pray for them every morning.
First time they talked about this stuff. If that ain't the strength of Christ, because he never talked about it. He only did what had to be done.
What had to be done. Amen.
Shout
out to Jesus. So good, baby.
Okay, I'm just saying, man, that was, I've been to a lot of conferences. I've been a part of a lot of things. Being in the presence of all of those single women, hearing their story, and hearing their faith, and how Christ kept them, and how they know who he is, and how he walked with them, and how they were all able to stand in spite of it. It encouraged. I told them they did their job because it was a women's conference and they crossed gender lines because they inspired me.
Yeah, that was powerful. They just had to have a little moment of silence right now, didn't we? Just, everybody just a little melancholy.
Okay, now if you like that story about the Deja King Trump Foundation and what was going on, Shantae Renee was one of the speakers there. And she was still soliciting 18 more iPads. C4 Mentoring is still asking for 10 new and or used. If you can't get them now when your taxes come, write them down. You know, let them be the first part of that. I'm different than most people. God says bring all the tithes and offerings to the storehouse that there may be meat in mine house. I believe that. I just don't believe the storehouse is in any particular one place. And I believe that God can open your heart and open the doors at the storehouse
anytime, anywhere. And if God lays on you to give, you give. The only thing that I ask you to do is when you give it, say it was from God. Don't take His credit. If you're going to say that you took this out your tithes and your offering to give and God laid it on your heart, you be sure when you lay it in somebody's hand and they say thank you, you say no, thank God. Because this is not from me and this is not of me. This came from the master at the storehouse and he just told me to give. I was just a conduit. And when you do it in that fashion, you're truly giving like God would give, and you're truly giving as He would have you to give, in Mr. Victor's opinion. And you're being the storehouse, a mobile storehouse, meeting needs everywhere you go. He said, get away from me. I never knew you. When I was hungry, you didn't feed me. Because you paid your tithes to the church, you thought the church was supposed to. When I was tired, you did not give me rest. But He tell you, ye are the church. On this rock, I shall build my church. And He wasn't talking about a physical place, but the faith that sits and dwells inside each believer. So if that's the faith that He built the church on, then the church is you and is in you. So at any given moment, you are the storehouse and your door should always be open to Him. You didn't give me rest when I was tired. You didn't give me meat when I was hungry. You didn't give me drink when I was thirsty. Let God use you. Let Him use your finance. Let Him use your resources. I'm not telling you do not donate to your home church, because my home church has just done 2 multi-million-dollar building projects. You know, I had to shout this out. Unlike most black churches, we actually did it twice. Last 10 years, the building fund went to build it. I'm very proud of my minister, my pastor, you know, the flock and everybody else, and I give to the church. But do not limit your giving to the church is all that I'm saying. If God gives you extra, don't feel like all your extra got to go back to you. Do not be scared to test. I said, test me, here will say the Lord of hosts. And see when I pour out to you a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive.
Amen. I receive it.
I brag on this in a comical way, but when you can put $12,000 down on a Saturday. Hold on, but the first thing you say, but y'all missed this part of it. The first thing that he says when it comes to money is 10, 8. And when he explains it, the first 10 is God's money. When you giving it and doing it the right way, my cousin Wade Martin is a living example. You can do what you want when you want.
Yes, he is.
Well, let me clarify that just a little
Wherever, Wade. You're not going to dress that up.
No, I'm going to clarify the 10-10-80 part.
Okay.
When I say 10% on tithes, I'm talking about 10% prior to them taking the taxes out.
Ooh, the real
You
team.
wait till after they take taxes, you robbing somebody, and that's God. So what am I saying? Take 10% out the net, not the gross.
Ooh, Wade put a real challenge out.
So what people sometimes don't understand. I'm not saying they're confused, they just don't understand. When you get your pay stub, it tells you exactly how it's broke down and how much money they take out, what your check is before and after taxes. So what you do is you take that net, which is the money before the government takes it out. And that's what you tithe off of. You tithe off the gross, you cheating God. Because that means the government got their money before God did.
All right, then, Wade.
Woo!
All right, man, you made that
Man.
whole difference.
Hey, I was almost going to say something. He said the government got it before God.
I thought we were,
Woo.
are we yet still trying to get our pads? But anyways, I'm sorry.
Yes, we are.
Still trying.
Okay,
You right,
I'm sorry.
you right, Wade.
But I'm sorry, producer over there started it, so I figured.
No, listen. That's why we bring you on. And that's why we bring everybody
on.
on.
To be here.
We are the voice of the people. So whatever your opinion is right.
By the way, since I have the mic, I just want to thank y'all for y'all prayers.
Yes.
I was diagnosed with skin cancer not too long ago. Caught it early, thankfully. They removed it on last week. That's why I wasn't here last Friday. I wanted to go, but Nicole said no.
That's right,
so,
Nicole.
I couldn't leave the house. But I did watch the best I could on live. I believe Victor acknowledged the fact that I did make a couple comments.
Yes.
But it is a privilege for me to be here. I know Dashida in particular has been trying to get me on for a long time, and when she finally invited me, her and Victor have been very kind to me, so I'm blessed.
Oh, Wade.
2 cents.
Well, we love to have you here on D&D Live. It's definitely a blessing to get your input and you know how you feel about certain topics and situations in your everyday life.
Oh, by the way, I'm cancer free. Let me just add that.
Survivor. You are a survivor. You know you got to do marathons and stuff now. You do. You owe that.
Yeah, I've been through a little.
You owe that now to the people that didn't make it. You better get out there and run. My grandmama.
And
then, run for my
you got to
granddaddy.
be an example to the people who are scared to do what they need to do, that you can handle it and you can come back. You look, I hate to say, you look better than we did. You've been off, you rest because you lay down, you fed every day.
Big stupid.
Air Force One in the building, y'all.
Well,
Hey, Brad. Hey, Brad. Thank you, Brad.
We are currently still live. If you all do not know, this is the man who just donated 2 iPads live on air to the Deja King Trunk Foundation.
That's
Shantae
awesome.
Renee is sending out 21 high school students with everything they need for their freshman year of college. And we just want to shout her out for what she's doing.
That's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, and the D&D Live game is coming up, and while I got him live on air, to sign the contract. He has donated, he has pledged 2 tables to the D&D Live game at $300 a piece, which is 8 seats. And he told us to donate the seats, and the first seat is being given to Miss Empress Lewis.
Yes.
See you at the gate behind me.
Thank you, Brad.
Now, who needs the 2? Oh, yeah, and C4 meant he just left, but I told him that we was going to get with him. He's starting a new hands-on program. They doing, now this is a young lady who's doing financial training from ages 8 to 18 in the schools with the kids and giving them financial scholarship. So she's going to partner with C4 and do some stuff with him there. You know what he's doing on the technical side, but he's found out that a lot of his kids are not technically savvy. And he want to give them something else that they can do, and they can tap their skills into a trade. And he wants to start getting
carpenter banks.
Absolutely.
Contractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they come over here on Friday looking for paychecks. Yeah.
I started out as a carpenter, so I mean.
You got to go to the mic, Brad.
Well, I started off as a contractor, carpenter, reading blueprints, doing takeoffs, everything. I started out with my dad. He owned his own construction company, and I literally started out on site with him at 9 and 10 years old.
Wow.
I did not graduate college.
Investing in your kids.
Everything I do comes from what I learned from my dad.
Hands-on.
Hands-on, on site. And at 16, I was reading blueprints, doing 4 takeoffs on jobs. I can build a house from the ground up, from the foundation all the way to the top, every piece of it. And that's where I learned straight on the job training. So when he said he needed tools, I texted Sherelle and said, look, tell Vic you can hit me up for enough tonight. But that's I can't let go because that's your baby.
That's your baby.
That's what I learned everything. And it led to the other real estate stuff. Okay, but it started with hands-on building, cleaning up on the job site. I hated it so bad that I started trying to learn how to read blueprints at 13, 14 years old because I hated cleaning up, picking up scrap wood and trash on the job site. And it, like I said, it manifested into
everything and everything else.
Absolutely.
And that's out the mouth of Air Force One.
I agree with that.
And I just have to shout this out. A 47-year-old black man who owns a real estate company, a property management company, a construction company, a radio station, and a record label, has an intern programship with Miles College and several other HBCUs that he gives opportunities back to the youth. He's employing and providing opportunities each and every day, and he is not a college graduate. I'm not knocking any college graduate because I ain't. My wife is. But there's different ways you can find success. Whatever your niche is, let's get our youth plugged into it so they can have the best chance at success possible.
Yes. It's more that they can do besides kill each other. We have to do something about it. And what C4 is doing and the platform that Bradley Lewis is giving everybody, it's a blessing. Take advantage.
We broadcast in 196 countries, so everything that was said is legally binding. I got it.
It's a contract. You know contract law too?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And this is D&T Live, what we do.
Connect with people, information, opportunities around the world.
One download at a time.
That's right.
Say it.
All right, let's hear from our financial girls before we get out of here. One more time.
Well, guys, we definitely appreciate you bringing us out. I am looking forward to connecting with you guys. Again, I am Divine Credit Solutions, and this is D-Hope Financial Services. We are all under the same financial education service umbrella. Looking forward to giving the youth financial literacy out there to the community and wanting to help adults reestablish their credit. So if you guys need...
Because like I said, I never heard of you, and this is so prevalent for our community.
We are one of the only companies that are going to restore your credit and educate you on how to maintain it. There's a lot of companies out here that are, hey, we're going to fix your credit, but you know,
you get back in the same position
next
year later.
The next year, the same thing. You know, so it's about breaking the cycle, and to do that, we've got to provide the education piece. So huge. I mean, we have a lot of resources. There's a lot of people out here that don't even know that there's a way to get their rent on their credit. I mean, if you don't have credit, why not get credit for the biggest thing that you pay? So there's a lot of, you know, tips that we can share. You know, like I said, we're looking to partner with churches, you know, nonprofit organizations, any type of group where you need financial education. Just reach out to us. We have a big Facebook page, We Fix Credit Birmingham. So just, you know, leave us a message, and we'll definitely reach out and make sure we show up where we're needed.
Y'all heard that. We Fix Credit Birmingham. Go on Facebook, look them up. They're the real deal. You need your credit fixed. You need some financial education. You want to be financial free.
And we're looking for agents in all areas. We're licensed in all 50 states, including Virgin Islands. So we are, like I said, this is a ministry in my mind, and we're partnering with like people. So definitely reach out to me if you're looking for, you know, an additional income, another way of thinking, because that's what we're here to do, is not change but transform.
Wonderful.
Hey, quick question. Somebody that's that has no credit and trying to rebuild their credit, what do you suggest for them to get their credit to be rebuild or to actually establish credit?
One good thing, like I mentioned, if they're paying rent right off the bat, you know, you want to get credit for that. You know, if you can't get if you can't get any revolving credit, a secured card would be the next way to go. You might have to, you know, invest some of your own money as capital, but it's definitely worth it. One rule of credit is to keep your balance low. 35% is the number, but if you want to be aggressive, 29 will put you in a whole nother bracket. So there's different things that you can do. We definitely share a lot of free tips on our pages. I try to do something at least every day. So you know, definitely, you know, like I said, Divine Credit Solutions. You know, there's things if you're short on cash that you can still try to affect with what you got, you know, and then once you're able to invest in having somebody that's actually legitimately going to do the work legally, you know, you can start removing the collection items, you know, right? Because a lot of things out here, you know,
illegal.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can say it.
Yeah, and then, you know, things come back on your credit. A lot of people are advertising these different trade lines and things like that, but you want to make sure you're doing your due diligence. One thing I'm proud to say about our company, we're accredited by the Better Business Bureau. We're A+ rated, and we've been around since 2004. We have a customer satisfaction guarantee. So customer service is our, we're not a fly-by-night company. So definitely reach out to us. We're here to help.
Wonderful. That's gravy. That sounds great. And I need to talk to you about student loans.
Absolutely.
They're killing me.
This is something I want to put out there too. The Fair Credit Reporting Act is out there for the consumer. There is no type of account that cannot come off your credit. Student loans, repossession, tax liens, child support, foreclosures. I mean, you name it, they're governed under the law. So, you know, definitely reach out to us. So
yeah, because them student loans is holding me back from life.
Well, yeah, definitely. We'll talk.
From life.
When you coming back?
Whenever you guys want me to come back, I'm here. I've enjoyed the atmosphere.
Wonderful. We love having you here.
We need to get our back so we get some classes.
Yeah.
We need
we will. Okay, so we already did some of the parting thoughts. You know, what are your kids doing for summer? I told y'all what my kids will be doing. They're going to get their activism side of their brain activated. They're going to learn how to give back and be more stewards of the community, and just not, oh, I don't see it, it didn't happen, because it does. Get out and clean up. Let's clean up our neighborhood. Let's just do better. Just do better. Teddy's so ready to pass out water. He's so ready. I said, "Babe, we're gonna do some lunch too. We're gonna do Lunchables, not for the grown people." But he's on fire for this. Are we setting our kids up to choose death or destruction by not offering an alternative? That's a deep one, Mr. Victor. Who came up with that? You or Kibius?
Me. If you don't leave them to nothing.
If you don't, yeah,
If you don't
setting them up for destruction. We can set our kids up for destruction by not doing nothing.
Nothing, and that's what I'm saying.
You can provide them a great atmosphere, but if you don't talk to them and guide them in the right direction, you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what their friends doing. I told my daughter and her best friend, they 16, they got boyfriends. And I said, listen, both of y'all got a boyfriend. Make sure y'all encourage these little boys to do the right things. Because you know you can't go nowhere with your boyfriend, but I don't know what your mama let you do. Y'all can talk on the phone, y'all can see each other here at the house. Because I was 16. My mama didn't let me have a boyfriend. I snuck to have a boyfriend. I'm just be real. I walked to my friend's house and catch the bus with her so he could pick me up. Because he was 19. He could drive me to school. But that's just what it was. My mom, you know, and not saying I have a great mother, but she wasn't involved like that. She didn't know. I'm involved, baby.
Mr. Victor take everybody to school.
My daughter still ain't caught the bus to school. She in the 11th grade. She don't know how to catch a yellow bus unless they go on a field trip.
That's it.
But he been driving her to school since she been in school. I just need to know what you're doing. Your boyfriend, he's 17. He's going to be a senior. You're going to be a junior. Y'all going to separate schools. Praise the Lord for that. But them hormones is everywhere. I don't know what he thinking. You know, it's the youth that's running around with guns and this and that and driving and getting in car accidents, killing. It's just too much. Mama, ain't nothing going to happen. You think everything's bad. Ever since you started this D&D live, I can't do nothing. Well, my eyes are open. And if anything happened to you, I won't be right. So why you want me to go through this? You need to do what you got to do. And that's getting picked up and dropped off.
Yes.
She get her car next year, and you know we're gonna see how that goes. She's not disrespectful, but she is a person, a human being, and I was too. I was a good girl, but I was sneaky. I had a boyfriend. He was 19. He used to drive me to school. I loved him. He looked just like Tupac. He did. And your baby daddy
listening to Tupac.
I said, shoot, this is the closest I'm going to get to Tupac. Shoot, come on with it. And, you know, thank God nothing happened. That was in the 90s. But nowadays, don't nothing right like that go on. You can't, you set yourself up, your kid, she's 16 in the car with a 19-year-old. Something going to happen because that's just what it is now.
But that's key. You gotta know your kid's friends.
Hey,
yeah,
you need to know their people.
Yeah.
They protesting in the streets in Minnesota.
Philando Castile.
Philando Castile. And it's gonna get worse before it get any better because we all know, looking on that Facebook live feed, that man didn't do anything.
They're walking on the freeway.
And that officer, he assassinated, because that's what it was, an assassination. That's how we get started.
That's the killing that started this.
Group of females get started because of what they did to him and what they did to Archer Sterling one day apart is what triggered us. This is why we are here. And then to see that the officers were found not guilty, so it's okay to kill a black man. Even though he did have a weapon, he's permitted, he can carry a weapon. So now you know what they've done. They made the law where we don't even have to have a permit. We can go get a gun. So when you get pulled over, you say, I got a gun, pow, you dead, I'm good. So now they setting us up for even more failure. So you can have a gun, no gun permit, you can be a felon, go on academy and get your gun, get pulled over, you're dead. It's a setup.
Yeah.
The system is set up against us, against everybody. Not just black people, but anybody. We do get the run of it. But it's set up for everybody. If you're not on that 90, that 10%, baby, you set up for failure. And that's the truth. It's the truth.
Wait, I see.
It don't matter what color you are because white boys, they get killed too by cops. It's just on the hush-hush. They do. They getting killed by officers. All right, Shantae Renee. And you know the system is crazy.
Well, I mean, you know, I can only relate in this way, in that my boys are obviously half.
So in society, they're black.
Right,
exactly.
they're still black.
So I've already had this discussion with all three of my boys, especially my oldest, who's about to go to college. And he understands this, whether he takes me seriously or not, we'll see. But, you know, we've already had this discussion with him. Obviously, Nicole has too. And I just tell him, I said, you know, I told him exactly what he needed to do anytime he gets stopped. I said, if you don't do that, you're setting yourself up for failure. And I don't need to get that phone call.
Amen.
So just do what you got to do. Be respectful. Do whatever they tell you to do. That's so right. You can leave out of there still alive.
Whatever it takes, and that's a shame that society has come to this. But that's the truth, that it is what it is. We have to teach our kids police etiquette. And that's a damn shame. When they're the ones that's in charge and should be able to diffuse any type of situation. But it's the other way around. We have to teach our boys and our girls how to behave when you've been pulled over a guilty traffic stop. And that's a damn shame. I'm sorry. It is. You can't even say nothing. And if they feel like you're getting combative, you know, Jeff Sessions, he done changed that too. What's left?
We gotta keep providing these alternatives.
We have to keep promoting education. We have to keep on. You know, groups like C4 are so important to the growing of our young boys. Because they need to understand, they need to know how to read and read to understand. They need to know this, how to use their hands for other than fighting or pulling the trigger. Because it's way more you can do with these 10 fingers and these palms than to do that. We have to do this. This is our duty. We owe this. If we got it, we owe it to them for them to get it as well. That's D&D Live, baby. We're going to end this session. Voice of the people. Thank you guys for everybody that came out tonight. Shout out to C4. Shout out to Wayne Martin. Shout out to Veronica, Peanut Gallery Kevius, Bianca, good old Jefferson County educator, reading coach. Shout out to these ladies right here with their financial literacy. We got Renee Kendall, Danielle Daniels. Thank you ladies for coming in. You are more than welcome. Always, doors are open. D&D Live, we love you. Shout out to my co-hosts Danelle and Callie. Girl, we working on it, baby. I just don't know what else to say.
We're going to Skype you next week. You see where y'all logo at on the screen, Danny?
See, we working on it.
Next week, that's going to be you right there.
That's Mama. Mother's on the mission.
Every time you say something, I'm going to go, hey, Danny.
So, yeah, so we're going to work on our Skype capability so we can get the co-host in the studio because she is just as, you know, part of this as we are.
Yes.
It wouldn't be this without her. She's the one that sparked it in me to be the coordinator for Alabama. Because nobody in the state would even step up. And, you know, I did, you know.
Even with all the radio station, we got things.
Man, let me tell you something. When God gives you an assignment, you can't, I ran and hid. And I tried to, I'm going to work this job. Lord, that's too big for me. When he removed it, I couldn't even get on in the job.
Right, you can't do anything else but walk in the path. That's how I end up in my position.
When he give it to you, ain't nothing else you can do but accept it.
You'll take everything around you away. You'll have no other option.
I didn't have nothing.
Now let me say this. You started off the show saying about how the devil almost got you. Mr. Lewis said when you leave here, come pick up your $600 check.
Okay.
For your gala. So you won't know, you know, you was worried about your finances. God heard your cry. And he wanted you to know.
Everybody touch! Everybody touch!
He said so before you leave tonight.
Yes,
come get your check.
I definitely will. God,
I'm touching the group.
Go get your
There might be one waiting on us or somewhere up in here.
I asked everybody to write it down, and believe it or not, everybody that wrote something down tonight got what they asked for. Yeah, because the man just stopped me outside and said, get with Aaron Monday, go on our Apple account. So this don't even cost cash. Go to our Apple account and order 2 iPads. Get an itemized list from Lavelle because we own the contract, and he got an account at Lowe's. And go up to Lowe's Monday and get them tools.
Man, I want to tell you a blessing. God is so...
And then we're going to get the checks. He said, come on.
And you know, I appreciate everybody that listens to us every week, that tunes in on Facebook, that follows us. This is a blessing. This is something I've been wanting to do my whole life. I've been wanting to be in radio. I just didn't know where I would fit in, what I would do. But God is good and He will answer your prayers. Keep dreaming, Lord, live out a dream. It will happen. Shout out to Bradley Lewis once again, the Plug Radio Network, for this platform. This show is so important to our community, to all the communities. We need to be able to be heard. We need for people like you ladies to be able to be heard, because no one even knew that you were doing this. We have kids.
We got a big church ministry. I'm over the youth department. I'm inviting you in.
This is important. This will save our
come see Chair Land.
Stuff
We'll
like
Sunday
this
with
will
this.
teach our youth to think differently, to make better decisions. That's the future. I can't stress it no more, no harder. That is the future. And when they laying down dead, week after week, day after day, it's a damn problem, y'all. We owe them this. DMD Live.